That will happen from time to time. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Are we recording?
Well, yeah. We will.
No, we're introducing ourselves. I'm a guest, goddammit.
We always introduce ourselves.
Exactly. We'll start with the leader.
Alright.
That's you.
I know.
Okay.
Aware. Reluctantly aware.
Does anybody have to pee before we start?
I just peed, but I did drink a
Kinda-
sip of beer, so probably 10 minutes.
I kind of gotta take a poo. Can we make time for that?
Oh, there's a bathroom back there.
How much is there?
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Well,
But you
could
can
pee.
poop in that hole.
You could pee in it.
Yeah, it'll leak out onto the floor beneath.
So
It just
that's
makes-
real good.
I saw a
Yeah.
shadow visage beyond the door. I think they are coming.
There they go.
Oh, god damn it, Pandora.
how are we going to be able to license that?
Alright, I'll turn it off, you fucking fucks. Alright, let's introduce ourselves.
Alright. Welcome everybody to Nadashow. This is Dobbs
That's the
coming at
fucking
you.
name of the show.
To my left, joining us today.
I'll introduce myself, thank you.
Hey y'all, this is Daddy Cool. This is Mac Daddy, the Marquis. I am a professional troller and erotic novelist. And I'm the main beneficiary of the Ellis fortune. We figured out how to combine lemon juice and cayenne pepper so you can lose weight. And I am also the cousin, by marriage, of Tugger Romney, so, you know, I'm pretty important. I'm a big deal.
It's nice.
It was pretty good.
Tugger Romney.
And I'm here. Yeah.
He's half black. That's why you never see him.
Thought he was half white.
Well, I mean, you're the glass half full kind of guy, so.
That's true.
All right. And Joe's here.
Yep.
You forgot to introduce yourself, bro.
Well, you know.
I want it to be noted that I am an OG podcast member.
OG.
This is an abomination in my eyes. Not a show, as they say. This is supposed to be called the Nathan Ellis Experience. But, I was usurped. This was a shadow coup, like Chile in 1973. What do you call yourself on the show?
Dobbs.
Alright, Dobbs is basically a modern day Harry Kissinger. Just, you know, without the genocide. Or the Nobel Peace Prize.
I just don't see how that's possible, though. I mean,
Okay.
we were all around when the idea came up.
No.
And
We weren't.
The city.
You were in Wisconsin.
The waiting.
You abandoned us.
The waiting and the sitting happened for many, many years, and it's not until I came back into the game that shit actually happened.
Bro. For years, what do you call yourself on the show?
Posting.
Alright, for years, tried to get
Thank you.
Poston to buy the equipment so the Nathan Ellis experience could happen.
Poston's not good with his money.
Well, that's very true.
That was never gonna happen.
I also talked to his significant others over the course of years. Many, many significant others who handled his money to buy the equipment.
Buy this for him.
Who?
He needs it.
You know, I don't want to drop names or anything.
I can cut that out.
What? Then what's the fucking point?
We're not live.
We're recording. You edit it later.
What?
That's why I said if you wanted to tell that story, I can just cut out the name.
Can you overdub it?
Yeah.
So if I say her name, can you put Z Zang?
I could.
Just anal sex.
Can we curse on this or
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
pussy hole? Alright,
Well,
nothing happened.
You can't say that
Why can't I say that?
because it's atrocious.
Why is that atrocious?
We have female
It's
audience
an abhorrent
members.
phrase.
We don't have any audience members.
Not yet.
true.
well,
Not true.
well.
What? I need to know who the fuck is gonna hear this so I can know who to talk about.
The world, Nathan. The world.
That's not real. What the fuck is that? Did you get that from me?
No.
I'm pointing at a
Jackie Brown poster?
Jackie Brown poster.
No.
You know, you probably got that from me.
Okay.
That's weird. I value the Academy Awards, but I in no way value literary prizes or prizes for music.
Well, you know, it's all about what you like, I guess.
Occupado!
Hello.
Do you have a fifth mic?
No,
This could get interesting.
I don't have a fifth mic. I guess you can just open the door.
I'm not doing that. You can do it.
I can't reach all the way over there.
It's okay. Just leave it.
Hi, y'all.
I'm all out!
No, you're not.
Yeah, we drank them all.
No, you didn't.
We have some LSD.
Hello.
Can I curse on this?
Yeah.
Pussy hole.
Okay, I'll go to the bar. See ya.
Was that picked up on the mics?
Could have been.
I want it to be.
It would be very faint if it was.
Yeah, very, very quiet.
Ugh. Alright, moving on. So you know that old crack house?
Okay.
Alright. I think we should buy it,
Okay.
turn it into a studio,
Okay.
and a smack house.
A studio and a smack house.
Studio and a smack.
So we're only going to renovate one half of it and then leave the other half the way it is, or re-renovate?
No, we're going to renovate all of it. What we're going to do with the top floor is we're going to replace all the presumably hardwood floor, because it's a pretty old house. We're going to replace that with pillows. Pillow top, like bedding. So you can just shoot up heroin and lay there. Which you could do on hardwood floor.
Right.
But,
Why spend more money? It's
well,
all going to feel the same to them.
it won't feel the same to me.
You're going to feel bad for them?
Yeah, sleeping on hardwood floors. You could be sleeping on pillow tops. Overdosing on pillow tops. Vomiting on pillow tops.
Think about how much harder it's going to be to clean.
Well, you know.
Piss and shit and vomit.
Oh, okay. We only let our friends shoot up there.
How many friends do we have that shoot up heroin?
We can get them started, baby.
That seems like a bad idea.
Why?
Because heroin's bad?
Have you ever done heroin?
No.
It's like the best orgasm you've ever had, but better.
Is it in my mouth or in my butt?
You have mouth orgasms?
Yeah.
Your mouth orgasms.
Yeah, along with my butt.
That is weird. Well, I don't know how to answer that. So, but all right. My other idea. We buy that, turn it into a studio in a smack house, and then when the neighbors complain, we just start spray painting on their houses. Christians go home, so they'll think that this is a Muslim neighborhood, and we'll be the only ones that live there. Admit it, it's brilliant.
It's not a very... There's like 2 houses in that neighborhood.
No, there's a fuck shit of houses. I just drove down that road.
Like on that street, there's a house next to it, and then across the street are businesses
yeah.
and alleyways.
Well, the neighborhood includes the alleyways and the streets near it.
It's right by the park, though.
Yeah.
We get caught right away. Why do you think it stays abandoned? You think you're the first person to have studio/smack house idea for that house?
Yes. I thought of this when I was high, and the idea occurred to me, this is the first time this has ever been thought of.
Did it feel like it was the first time, or you just knew?
Both.
Felt like it, so you knew.
No, I knew, so I felt like it.
Okay. So what are we going to do studio-wise? Are we going to rent out time and space there, or...
What do you mean rent out time and space? To
Well,
other
it's a studio, right.
To other shows?
to like other acts and whatnot?
No.
So all of our money comes from us hooking our friends on heroin.
Well, when you say it like that, it doesn't sound, that kosher. But, yes, we hook our friends on heroin. And then we use the bottom floor as our recording studio. And we let Dot Physics record there. We let Deshrived record there. We let Greg Clifton's band record there. We let me record Chilean classics there. Mostly Victor Hara and Violeta Parra.
I don't know what that is.
I'll play it for you.
Can't do that.
Alright, I'll sing it for you.
Go for it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Un pagadillo vino Salcedo se lo domito. Era de noche, un día, mágico. Me la chapa, mágico. Alright, and it goes on and on.
Sounds like he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I do not know what I'm talking about because.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
I thought Victor
Who's Victor?
Machanga.
I'm picking what I know.
Victor
I want the record
Taco.
to know.
Victor Taco.
Victor Taco. That is racist. Chileans don't customarily eat tacos.
Okay,
But,
chimichanga.
What do they eat?
Chilean
Churros.
food. They actually have some of the
Burritos.
best seafood in the world.
Spicy.
But it's a mountainous region.
On the coast.
Mountains on the coast, Nathan.
No, listen, motherfucker. Alright, towards the north, I know this because I watch fucking Parts Unknown.
I went to college.
Yes, I had a year and a half at the local state college. I know because I watch Anthony Bourdain. I just want I want it to be noted that there's a disturbance
In the Force.
in the force. No.
Poston didn't say along with us because he likes Star Trek.
Faggot.
Oh, what?
Lord of the Rings all the way.
You can't compare Star Wars, Star Trek, and Lord of the Rings.
I gave you a choice. You could have joined me willingly, but you have elected the way of pain!
Lord of the Rings, it's just a ripoff.
What the fuck did you just say?
Harry Potter.
Lord of the Rings is a ripoff of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's a ripoff of Narnia.
No, it's not. Harry Potter is a ripoff of Lord of the Rings.
No.
No?
No.
I have actually been arguing the virtues of Harry Potter with many people. In fact, I've been quoting pages of Harry Potter in text form to a number of people. And I have a theory called the 3 degrees of Harry Potter, that every third thing on the earth is related to Harry Potter in some way.
Okay.
It's like the 6 degrees of separation between you and Kevin
Bacon.
Bacon, except for it's only 3 degrees of Harry Potter.
Right, but I mean,
Harry Potter's much more
they live
popular
in
than
they
Kevin
live in
Bacon.
our world, so that's not hard.
We
to,
live in their
That's
world,
not hard
brother.
to do. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Actually, they live in our world. The worlds are together.
They hide in our world.
Yeah, they hide in our. Well, they kind of create their own world, but hiding in plain sight.
Right.
You know.
Except for when you don't drive a car somewhere.
All right, listen, motherfucker. You've read 2/3 of the first book.
Yeah,
All right then.
Yeah. but I've watched all the movies.
I'm a fucking Harry Potter scholar.
Well, that's fine.
I have an English degree from the University of South Florida with a focus on Harry Potter and the writings of J.K. Rowling.
Did you see that one time her shirt fell down and her bra popped out?
What, really? I'm looking that up right now. J.K. Rowling naked.
Shirt falling and bra
Nudes.
popping out.
J.K. Rowling nudes.
It'll just be a bunch of porn stars with J.K. Rowling's face on it.
Whatever works. in
Have
the
you seen
end, man.
Rosario Dawson naked? Oh my god.
Which time?
Oh, good point. You know, Joe, if you had a smartphone, I could email this to you.
That's true.
And you could have it forever.
Not really. Not unless
Oh, I
I...
just typed in Rosario Dawson. Not Rosario Dawson naked! Also, I think Rosario Dawson is the most beautiful woman in Hollywood.
You'd be wrong.
Who do you think is the most beautiful woman in Hollywood?
It's hard to say.
I
I don't know all the women in Hollywood.
do.
There's a lot of them.
I know, personally. Biblically.
I chit-chat with him on the internet.
That's right. I always ask, how's your pussy? Do you have a dick?
No.
Bam, baby. Look at that. We should create no-show TV. Like the Cowhead Show TV.
Yeah, but you couldn't show that on YouTube.
It's a naked woman.
Alright.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
our
that.
other choice could be Ustream, but you also cannot show nudity on Ustream.
My website sounds gay.
Alright.
I don't know if this is her. I don't think it is.
What is Ustream?
It's a live stream video for like podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Poston has done his research. It's a good thing he did something for the podcast in the past 6 years. Other than
He's right.
Other than usurp me.
You weren't
I had
usurped.
nothing to do with that.
Oh, all right. Then I guess we truly live in an oligarchy, allowing the rich to rule over the poor.
Well, yeah.
It's
Been that way from the beginning.
It's not right. That's all I'm saying. There should be no phones. I'm looking at porn now. So,
That's kind of why I made that rule.
so there's no smoking in here?
Yes.
right.
Why,
Yeah.
you don't smoke?
Exactly. There's no smoking in here?
Now it is.
Yeah. Because half of the people in here don't smoke. Although if you pull out some cigarettes, I'll get a cigar. And
You got a cigar on you?
I have 3 cigars on me.
What's up?
Nothing.
What, you want to toke on a stogie?
No.
While we do the podcast, you want to feel like a real asshole?
No.
Ah,
Yeah, we have to
Okay.
replace these beers with scotch.
some famous gross.
Famous Chris?
Something weird did happen last night. Trying to fall asleep, right?
Okay, you weren't at my house last night. I had to think.
Yeah.
So, alright.
So I started watching a 2-hour loop of Bob Ross.
Oh my god.
The same video, or?
Yeah.
The same video for 2 hours?
Yeah,
How long was the video?
it was 2 hours long.
Okay. I thought, okay.
So a loop?
No. It's a 30-minute show.
Okay.
And it's just a loop of the same episode 4 times.
Why was it looped? You made it that way?
No, it's just was.
That sounds great to fucking drop acid, too. And, like,
Whoa.
this is
Well-
the only thing that exists.
It's good for trying to fall
It's
asleep.
a natural sleep aid.
And it always makes me fall asleep. It'd be 10:30 in the afternoon if I lay down and start watching Bob Ross, taking a napski poo.
Why don't you take some melatonin?
That was a
it's
napski
dumb.
poo.
When I fall asleep on the shitter?
Yeah.
What about when you fall
not.
asleep in the, not the toilet, but the, tub?
When I fall asleep in the tub?
Yeah.
I
do you
don't
call
know.
that?
I can't think of anything clever for that.
That's called a Saturday.
Sleeping in the tub, which I don't even get to do anymore. The weird thing is that it didn't put me asleep.
The Bob Ross
I
video.
watched it 4 times in a row.
And then restarted it and watched it again.
Entertained the whole time?
I was pretty entertained. It's amazing what that man does in 23 minutes. I mean,
And I'll just put this little
Pretty
treat
great.
here. It'll be our little secret. If you tell anyone, I'll fucking kill you.
Subliminals.
the reason why it's so amazing is when he starts, it looks like nothing. Just I'm gonna take a bunch of yellow. I'm gonna wipe it up here, some blue down here, but I'm gonna leave this clear spot right there. And we're gonna put some water on this side, some water on that side. And I'm gonna grab this knife and I'm gonna go. That's a mountain. And then there's a point, like a changing point, where he lays the basis in like the first 7 to 8 minutes, and then the next 7 to 8 minutes he takes that basis and like turns it into a picture, and it's easily missed.
What's the
Yeah, I
next-
think that's what painters do.
What's the next 7
I know, but
minutes?
it's weird. The fact that he does it in a half an hour. He just goes back and like adds details to it all,
No.
but it doesn't look like he's
Well, it's
actually
not like
doing
he's-
anything.
It's not like he's fucking painting
He's either
masterworks or
doing
anything.
this, waving his hand back and forth, stabbing it with a paintbrush, or like taking a knife and scraping it really hard, and then he walks away and there's a mountain scene. And sometimes he'll do it with a fucking squirrel in his pocket or some shit like that. It amazes me. Amazing guy.
Is he still alive?
No,
How'd he die? Heroin overdose?
I think it was cancer.
Oh.
Definitely not gunned down.
Definitely not.
Did he
good
use lead paint?
No, I don't think it's lead based. I don't think it was.
I don't know
Just
about
take
that.
Shit. I just want to let you guys know.
So I'm gonna bring all the equipment
There's a
out to
tree.
that.
I'm not shitting by a tree.
There's a toilet in the house.
I will shit in the toilet in the house.
That some lady might be in the room.
Why would some lady be in the room?
Didn't you
She's
say
waiting in the bathroom for you to take a shit.
What the
Nathan!
fuck? Thunder thighs. Shit. I can't see that. Alright, imagine your thighs on a woman.
Wow. That's intense.
Wow.
That is intense.
Just can't handle it.
Looks like she ate the games. You know, as opposed to the hunger. Yeah. She ate it.
Gotcha.
She's big.
So that's all I'm saying. Is any
She have a
nudes?
bow and arrow?
That's a crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Hunger Games?
No, I meant in the picture.
Oh, Katniss something.
Aberdeen.
Yeah, I've never actually seen or read read anything.
Me either.
Ending sucked.
He loved the whole movie until the end.
The ending sucked.
Well-
It ruined the whole movie.
It's a trilogy.
Two more.
Unless
you're right.
the other two are good. The first ending sucked.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's dead.
He is dead.
I'm going to watch all those movies in his memory.
I bet he looked gross dead. His-
You're a sick fuck.
Well, I just imagine his dead, disheveled body on the floor.
Oh, I thought you looked up the death photos.
No, I don't know if there are any.
You sick fuck.
I do every now and again.
You sick fuck.
I like Chris Farley's.
Well, that just sounds hilarious.
It really wasn't.
Oh,
They were extra sad.
why?
Like, you can see the money he was trying to pull out of his pocket at the time, and like he's clutching, or was clutching, like a rosary. You know what I'm saying?
I know what
And
a
it was
rosary
like
is.
laying next to his body, next to his hand, and then all the foam coming out of his mouth, and just laying there on the floor.
That's what happens when you smoke the marijuana.
That's right. Just want to share some facts about marijuana, originally known as cannabis. Fact: cannabis causes carpal tunnel syndrome. Fact: cannabis causes restless leg syndrome. Fact: Mao Zedong toked the bong. Fact: cannabis is the cause of 100% of communism. Fact: cannabis makes you violent. As a side note, I once smoked half a joint and murdered a homeless man and ate his kidneys. I don't know if the marijuana did that. I just wanted to say that because I've never told anyone. Yeah, did you know that one toke of cannabis kills 100% of your brain cells?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm screwed.
And an eighth of marijuana is enough for you to overdose and die.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know. It takes very little. It's the most powerful drug there is.
Wow.
The most habit-forming and addictive, too.
Is it?
Yeah. And they legalized it in Colorado.
And Washington.
Yeah, we should just bomb those states.
Well, not Washington.
Why not?
It's pretty.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Alright. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I've seen pictures.
On the internet?
And Oregon's nice.
On the internet?
Oregon's nice.
On the internet?
Nope.
Where'd you see them? Where'd you see the pictures?
In a book.
In a book. In a book.
Yeah, book.
Yeah, likely story.
An atlas.
What? Oh, an atlas. I was gonna say, was this a picture book of Washington?
No. Just an atlas.
An atlas.
Yeah.
I'm calling bullshit.
It was a big atlas book. You know?
Oh, a big atlas.
It had like
book.
all the states in it.
all
and
the
then
states in it.
there'd be like a little pinpoint on the map.
What about the territories?
And then there'd be like a zoomed out
what about
picture
the
of it.
territories? Were the territories in it?
They were.
All right.
Hawaii wasn't though.
Hawaii. How old was this atlas?
Very old.
Very old.
Oh.
How old?
I'd say probably old enough.
Older than my dad?
I wouldn't say that old.
What the fuck are you trying to say?
Your dad's an old man.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he's pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not young.
Did I tell you my dad's engaged
Nope.
to a woman he's known for 3 months?
Well, that's nice.
No, it's not.
Well, as long as it's not that one lady.
Alma?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's a terrible evil cunt. And I hope she dies in a car fire.
I'm sure she will. As
Probably.
long as you cut the brakes.
She. I want to say that I am not planning to cut any brakes on anyone's car.
I want to say he's not going to pay me to do it.
I'll cut those two things out.
No, she's from the Philippine Islands.
Okay, younger lady?
No,
Oh.
she's like 65.
Because I can see why.
She looks like Mao Zedong. And I don't know if she's a gold digging whore. She probably is, but
well,
she's a
it's
gold digger.
65. I mean,
you're
can't she just be looking for love?
no, she can't.
But she's 65.
Anyway, I'm not saying she's a gold digging whore, but she certainly lacks tact. She was like, "So how much you weigh?" Out of nowhere, just how much you weigh. What are you doing?
Looking at Mao Zedong.
Let me see.
Well, that could be a lady.
Well, she has more hair than him.
Oh yeah. That Mao was a good-looking lady.
She was like, so how much you weigh? Around 300. She was like, oh, that's too much weight. You're too young. So you on diet? No, not really. Oh, okay. So you eat less. No, I eat a normal amount. Oh, okay. You should eat less. All right.
All right, bitch.
All right.
She cared about your health.
All right,
Yeah.
65-year-old who fucking works in a kitchen in a nursing home.
But I mean,
I don't need fucking life advice.
old people are known to be tactless, right?
And she's foreign.
And she's foreign. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
So all she was just concerned about her new, son-in-law,
Stepson.
stepson.
Yeah.
However that works out.
Yeah.
Wants you to live a long, healthy life. Find a nice Filipino girl like her.
Yeah, my dad was trying to set me up with her daughter. I was like, I'm not doing that.
That's weird, Dad.
That is weird.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going through all of this for you to get with the daughter.
Boom.
I don't think so.
I kind of feel like that's probably true.
Why do you think that's true?
I don't know. It feels like that's something your dad would do.
You've met my dad like twice.
2 times, indeed.
All right, thanks for validating my statement.
How bored are you?
I'm
He's
pretty bored.
He's really bored.
I've got another
Hey,
guitar.
bro,
If you want to work on that one,
Dobbs, you want to know how bored I am?
how bored are you?
And I started talking to him.
Oh! Which one?
Brick.
Oh. Ouch.
Yeah, and we got into an argument,
God.
and she's like,
Already?
yeah. And she was like, well, I used to be gay. I'm like, you used to be gay? She's like, yeah, I used to be gay. I'm like, I don't think you get to stop being gay. And she's like, okay, I'm gay. I'm like, but you're married with a child and another one on the way. She's like, well, yeah. I'm like, so why are you doing that? You're living a lie. Be who you are. She was like, I'm trying to live a godly life. I'm like, well, why did God make you gay then? She's like, it's a test of my faith.
She's trying to pray the gay away, bro.
She said it's a test of her faith. And,
Well, depending on how you look at it.
and I was like, I don't think you should deny yourself who you really are. And she's like, there's people who are born with intense desires to rape children and to murder people. Are you saying they're not being themselves and living a lie because they don't give in to those indulgences? And I was like, well,
You're an idiot.
I can't talk to you anymore because you just compared homosexuality with child rape and murder. But in Texas,
It is a mental illness.
the Texas state endorses this program that scientists all around the world say don't work. And the therapy includes electroshock therapy
Nice.
and bottling the patient's feces and forcing them to sniff it whenever they're attracted to the same sex.
Like Jankum?
What the fuck is that?
That's where you
Fermented.
feces and urine, and then you fucking trip off of it, and like the effects can last for like days.
What?
Yeah, Jankum.
Okay.
Texas is awesome.
Texas is not good in any way.
They're spreading Jankum around.
Yes, I'm sure it's all a ploy to get their citizens high.
Could be. Maybe that's what they do. They get them high on Jankum and then like do like flash pictures of terrible things to scare
To
the
Muslims
gay,
and
scare
blacks.
the gay away. To Muslims and blacks.
So, Teeth started talking to me today.
How long have you been talking to Teeth recently?
Give us a time frame,
Did
man.
you ever stop talking
yeah.
to Teeth? For
Yeah.
how long?
A long time.
You're bad with numbers and time.
So within the past month you've started talking to Teeth again, or in the
Um,
past 2 months, past week and a half? Last night and she's like, come over and fuck me.
No.
Then your dick fell off
When was it that I told you that she wanted me to come over after a date?
a few weeks ago.
Alright.
Like
So
maybe
it's
So it was
like
like
a
a couple
month.
weeks.
no more
before
than
that.
no more than 5, no less than 3.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll call it 4.
All right. So anyway, she tells me, or she goes, "I'm going to ask you a question, but I don't want to scare you away." And I said, "Well, I may answer, I may not answer."
Would you ever fuck a girl with herpes?
And I didn't answer.
All right. That was it? That's your fucking story?
No.
All right.
No, she goes, "Are you interested in me?" Like, well, what do you mean? It's like, I mean, do you see like us maybe getting in a relationship? And like, I can't tell you that because I don't know. We haven't hung out. I was trying to be nice.
Fucking poster.
She goes,
Always
"Well,
trying to be nice.
I'm interested in you. So,
Maybe you can take me to the aquarium.
she said maybe we can go to Crystals together."
I can
And
put your
said,
ball
I
in
don't
my
want to go to
mouth.
Crystals.
If that's her idea of a date,
That is, in fact, her idea of a date.
she's just
She keeps wanting me to come over and smoke pot with her.
do it. It's not like you're gonna get hired anytime soon.
What are we gonna do about this, Josh? What can I do to help you not talk to teeth
Can
anymore?
we fucking discuss this for a moment? Dobbs, do you understand this? Do you understand what this weird psycho power that Poston has over these women?
Oh, I understand that there is a weird psycho power. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
I know what the aftermath it can cause.
He has beautiful eyes. He does. I mean, he doesn't give them the time of day.
No,
He doesn't encourage them in any way.
right.
He doesn't treat them very well.
He might as walk up and be like, "I'm gonna be bad for you," and they're like, "Okay."
I'm gonna cut this so it makes it sound like you guys are talking about Josiah.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll say Josiah a few times. Do you understand Josiah? This about Josiah? Josiah. But yeah, you've ruined almost every single girl who has been in your life, or their lives. You've ruined almost all of their lives.
Well, I don't know if it's his fault that they're ruined. It's more their fault for being stupid.
He was a contributing factor.
He wasn't. He was born with these powers. He didn't choose to have these powers,
That's
Nathan.
true. I also have.
What do you want him to do?
I also have similar powers. But
He's going through the growth process. Spider-Man wasn't swinging from buildings day one, saving lives. All right, took time.
all right,
Stumbles,
they will stumble.
tripping
They will
up.
fall.
Yeah. Now it's up to him whether he's going to decide to use his powers for good or bad.
I don't know how he could possibly use these powers for good. I guess you could, like, use your powers for them to fall in love with you. And then really build up their self-esteem.
Yeah.
And then say, you know what, I'm not good enough for you. I'll be like, I'll always love you! And it works out for you because you can always hit them up and fuck them.
Well, you didn't say anything.
What am I supposed to say? Fucking throw the gauntlet down? How dare you! The fuck is your
That's not what I
problem?
was saying. I was saying you didn't say anything bad.
Well, but I was involved.
I'll take it all. Maybe.
This is just gonna be fucking watered down horse shit with no substance! You keep editing it like this!
See, that's the thing, though. It's like, he likes to tell me that I'm in charge and I'm the leader. He edits it.
I thought Matt edited it.
He could talk.
He did the first episode.
Did he ever finish that?
He hasn't given it to me. So I don't
Finished
know.
it, but never gave it to you?
No,
I don't know if he
Matt
finished it.
said he got halfway through and he's like, you know, I could be doing my own shit. And stopped doing it.
Well, he was getting paid.
Oh, really? What?
He was getting paid.
That's fucked up.
Did you finish the second episode?
There's
Not
multiple episodes.
Yeah, there's fucking multiple episodes.
How many episodes are there?
Counting the ones we've lost?
You've lost episodes? Jesus Christ, this is like a body of work now.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you guys.
Why?
This was my brainchild.
It wasn't.
It was.
It was not.
It was, and you came in with your fat stacks of money.
3 years later.
It was like 6 years later.
6 years later.
And I was trying to fucking motivate this guy.
We all were.
No, just,
What do you think the majority of our conversations
You were in
revolved
Wi-
around in the apartment?
You were in Wisconsin.
When the initial idea came up,
Yeah.
I pretty much, like,
It was my...
The inspiration for the idea.
How are you the inspiration for the idea?
Because I am.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Joe, what do you have to say about this? Well said, Joe.
He thinks I'm a boss.
He has to. You buy him things.
Dobbs also makes Joe be on the podcast. Joe didn't want to be on it.
He doesn't want to be here.
What?
It's fun sometimes.
Alright, we'll get to you in a second, you fucking glory hog.
Because I've been a real riot back here.
Joe, please, will you shut your goddamn mouth for 3 seconds?
I just can't help
Joe!
it. Gotta hear
Joe!
my voice.
Joe!
Alright. I don't know.
I just don't understand why my scarf had to be involved in all this.
What the fuck? What'd you do with the scarf?
That had nothing
That's
to do
what
with
I'd
it.
like to know.
It's hard to grow up a little. That's all.
With his scarf? Your Rammstein scarf?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a different.
No, that's...
I
Don't
was
It
respectful.
was like my Hogwarts scarf.
It's a yellow and
Fucking
black plaid.
Gryffindor colors.
Jesus, you don't get to wear...
And I had it all.
Hogwarts
I had it all
attire.
hung up on the window thing. And I fucking wake up the next morning. It's all on the ground, knotted together. It's like,
Well, what?
what
Sticky.
happened? Last thing I remember is chick came over and my scarf's on the ground.
Tubby yum yum black.
Sure enough. Fine, I can't wear that scarf now. Used to wear it all the time.
I remember.
Miss my scarf.
Where is it now?
Locked away. Locked away in a box. Lined with mirrors.
So if it ever gets out, its soul will get stuck in one of the mirrors. The evil spirits that dwell within it will be stuck in the Twilight Zone.
Puked in her car.
Yeah. I don't remember. No, I never puked in her car. She puked in my car.
Puke in a lot of cars.
She puked in my car.
It's good. It's
Well,
gotta happen.
She puked out of my car while we were driving down the interstate.
He also did that. He puked outside of her car. Got it all on the side.
I did?
She didn't. No, he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she didn't clean it up. And so it like started to eat
The
the
paint?
paint.
Yeah.
Should have cleaned it up.
Yeah.
I did that once. I was very young, like 14. My mom and I went to see Bill Cosby, and I was going to the bathroom like every 3 minutes. So eventually, I just stayed in the bathroom. They had TVs showing the show in the bathroom,
Nice.
and we were
Living the
going.
dream.
We were driving home. We were on the interstate, and I was puking out of the car, and we were back in town, and she was pulling into a car wash, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm washing my car because there's puke all over it." I'm like, "But we live like a block away. Can't you please take me home? I am in agony." I had actually salmonella, as it turns out, and she was like, "Well, I gotta wash my car now. We're right here." I'm like, "But we live like a block away. Please, please, please take me home." I just want to be in my own bathroom, vomiting and shitting, and going to my bed to lay down for 30 seconds, then getting up and vomiting and shitting. She's like, no, I need to clean my car. So
The few times I've gotten to do that, shit and vomit at the same time, preferably shit in the toilet,
Vomit in the sink.
bathtub.
bathtub.
Not
In the
not,
sink.
not vice versa.
This isn't Tina's.
You'll clog the sink. Hence Tina's.
That wasn't my fault. When you guys were cleaning that, you pulled out more hair than it is on Joe's head.
That's fucking true.
So
But every time I've puked in a sink, I've clogged it. Particularly ravioli. Clog a sink.
well, when
Why-
you eat it whole. You
Why
know.
would you
It was
puke
whole.
in the sink?
I don't know. Now that time was when I was living in one of the our studio apartment up north on East Locust Street.
Okay.
And the way it was set up is you walk through a narrow hallway. Inside of that hallway is the shower. Continue down that hallway, toilet, sink. And I was taking a shit. Had to puke. Only option, sinkola. So I kind of hovered my butt over the toilet and vomited in the sink at the same time.
Usually when I
Clogged
vomit,
it up.
in sinks, I can't make it to the toilet, even though it's a foot away. I know that I have to lift the lid and the seat and then vomit into it. So usually the vomit is already in my mouth, and I'm like, I gotta fucking vomit. So I just get to the sink and vomit.
That's why I like the tub so much.
No. Well, no, it's projectile vomit, but it's like coming out.
See, that because a tub, you can puke all over the walls, all up in the tub, and all you gotta do is close the curtain, turn the shower on, wiggle the knob around, fucking wash it down.
No, I invested in one of the ones that's on a hose where you can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
Same difference, though.
No.
I mean, it's easier.
No.
You ever take a shit in the shower?
On purpose or on accident? So I've done both.
What made you do it? On
Both
purpose?
times I was very sick, and the on purpose time was like, I can't hold this, and I'm not getting out of the shower.
All wet.
So
I'm wiping my butt and the toilet paper clinging to my butthole because I'm wet.
and I just
Well, he's
kind
gonna
of
jump in the shower back again, anyways.
deuced it out. But yeah, but when you get out of the shower, it's like the bathroom flooded because you're so wet, and you sit on the toilet, everything gets so wet. So I just kind of kicked it around with my foot.
Waiting for it to dissolve into the
Yeah.
pressure of the water.
Just kicking it closer to the drain. Get in there.
It was a game.
But yeah, both situations I was sick, and the second time I was doing this thing where I would vomit, and while I was vomiting, the contraction would cause me to shit. But at this point, I couldn't vomit anymore. There was nothing left, so I was just dry heaving. But it would still cause me to shoot liquid out of my bunghole. So, I would, yeah,
You like a cat spraying?
yeah, yeah. Actually, that same
Your tail
morning,
was going.
yeah, that same morning, my dad came out to go to work, and I was naked out of the shower in the front yard, wrapped in a towel, dry heaving, and shitting, just in the yard.
What was the cause of this?
I don't know,
Okay.
food or something.
Alright.
Wasn't good.
So does the No Show have
It's not a show, Nathan.
the Nathan Ellis experience? Does it,
You can edit that out, right?
Alright, I'll make us a Facebook page and a Twitter and everything. So, don't worry about it. I'll handle it because I'm sure you don't have a Facebook page or a Twitter. So,
We do.
do you really?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Not a show.
No Show?
Not a show.
I'm looking
Oh,
it up
you're
right
gonna make a Twitter and Facebook of the Nathan Ellis experience?
now. No, I was gonna make one for this show, which is the Nathan Ellis experience, but
How can a guest star have the show named after?
I'm not a guest star, I'm an OG member.
Are you the OGP
Original gangster player.
podcast?
Oh. Do I leave the mic here or do I take it with me?
Your mic?
Yeah.
If you bought one, you could do whatever you want with it.
Can I shove it up my ass?
More
If
than
you
welcome
wanted-
to.
If you wanted to.
And then switch it out with someone else and they'll be like, why is my microphone smelling
Well,
like ass?
in all honesty, the first episode I did fart in my mic a lot that night, and now we don't know if it's mine or not. So
Well, I know this one's mine because I take it with me everywhere I go.
you could be holding the roulette
Hey, is that
mic.
a radio show going on? Can I join? No, it's cool. I got my own mic. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't want to say that.
Well, you did.
God damn it.
Too late now.
God damn it.
I mean, Allah. Damn it.
Hey, man.
Gods.
Yes.
I mean, have some respect. Come
Oh
on.
my gods.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my science. Science be praised.
You know that gadzooks is short for a curse word from the Victorian era?
What the fuck is gazoots?
Gadzooks.
What's that?
Like the term. Gadzooks.
I've never heard that.
Well,
Flintstone character?
from the fucking Victorian era, so it's... But cursing back then, particularly cursing in God's name, they believed that it physically wounded God.
The Lord thy God.
Like literally when you said something bad, it hurt him. So Gadzooks is actually shortened or changed for God's hooks, referring to the nails. So like dickheads back in the day would run around going like, God's hooks!
Okay.
So I found that to be pretty interesting. But it's interesting. It's just interesting. most of our curse words come from like the lower class. So like if you look at the difference between like the early Germanic tribes and the people that lorded over them, Germanic is where we get the words for meat. You know, cow, pig, chicken, things like that.
I can hear all that.
But the same people that ruled over the Germanic tribes is where we get the names for the foods of the same meat. So poor people called it sheep, rich people called it mutton. They grew it, they ate it. So that's where the two different terms came from. So defecate came from the Normatics or something like that, where shit came from the Germanic. Even though they lived in the same place, one was the ruling class and one wasn't. And we get most of our common curse words from the lower class. So they weren't curse words at the time, it's just what they called shit. Like fuck. It used to mean hit. So if you said you were going to fuck a tree, or I fucked that tree, you hit it. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to hit you.
Up. On
And,
Facebook.
Hit you up later.
Yep,
And fuck you up later.
that's right.
On Facebook. And Twitter. And Instagram.
Tumblr.
So cursing's
Oh my
fun.
god.
Yeah.
Learning about it.
You know, when you told me that, my mom was getting on to me because I was cursing too much. I said, "What are you talking about?"
You curse in front of your mom?
Yeah.
You beast.
Of a
Just talk
man.
normal in front of her.
You talk normally in front of your mom?
You beast. But anyways, I used that to get out of hearing a rant from her.
Right.
I was like, well, back in the day, fuck meant to hit. So anyways, yeah, I used that to get out.
Which I was thinking about that recently, because I can remember you telling me the story of the girl cursing and her mother coming to her and being like, well, that's just a sign of a low vocabulary. And her saying, well, I know words. And I thought,
Well, I know words, so obviously my vocabulary is pretty good.
I thought it'd be better the next time that I curse and somebody calls me out on it, just to like define what that curse is, its origin, and how it became a curse word, and involve them in a very long and pointless conversation that makes me sound smarter,
Superior.
superior to them,
Yeah.
because they had no fucking idea, and how dare you call me out on it.
Uh-huh.
So here's this on a platter for you. So I'm really looking forward to that next opportunity.
How often have you done it?
I just thought of this recently, so I haven't had a chance to do it yet.
So you just set up
Scenarios
little
in my head, yeah.
scenarios.
I do that too. Most of them lead to sex, so.
Yeah, most of mine don't.
Are you turning my mic off on the computer?
No.
Yeah, alright. You piece of shit. You don't want the truth to be out there. You work for them, don't you?
No.
Nah!
Not
you're-
yet.
You're crazy.
That's when we'll get into the real money.
That's right. When you join the Freemasons.
That's right.
I'm telling you, bro. Just talk to Nikki.
Yeah, that's weird.
Nikki, so I heard you're part of a secret society. Could you get me in? Oh, well, you know, Spider-Man, he was part of a secret society too. 3650.
What was that from? Henry Rollins?
Yes.
So back in the day, what year was that?
2010.
That wasn't this one, was it?
No, this is the one he went to.
Okay.
The one prior to that. You know, it's really hard carrying the show.
I'm just trying to place everything together now.
Alright, well, in the year 2010, my first year of high school, not my first actual... I was in 11th grade, but it was my first year of actually going to high school. Anyway, one of my personal heroes, Henry Rollins, was coming to Clearwater.
You know he's going to be a guest soon on the show.
Yeah? When?
Yeah, soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you email him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we,
Yeah, you didn't do any of that. You're good.
we've been talking back and forth
Oh, really? About what?
about him coming on the show.
Oh, yeah. That was more than a one email conversation.
Oh yeah, because he wanted the deets.
He wanted the deets.
Yeah.
What'd you tell him?
So whenever you get down here,
That was the deets?
because he's planning his tour, his next tour.
Right.
So when he gets down here, he's gonna stop by.
Okay.
Hit up the storage unit.
This is not a storage unit. You lied to me.
No, he stores stuff in here.
Yeah, he does store stuff in here, but it's a home, not a storage unit.
It's a tiny prison.
It's quaint.
Quaint, that's the word. Anyway, in the year our Lord, 2010, Henry Rollins the Great was coming to Clearwater for a speaking tour, and I wanted desperately to see him, but I didn't want to go with my mother because she would ruin it, like she ruins most things. And so I talked to my dear friend and future lover, Tuna, and I was like, let's go see Henry Rollins. And she was like, I have no money. And I was like, I'll pay for you. And then I was like, Poston, you want to go with us? And he was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I'll buy you a ticket, but you'll have to pay me back.
I was not invited.
You were not living here at the time.
Still wasn't invited.
I wasn't invited to Rammstein
Totally invited you to Rammstein.
the first time.
Well, that was different. I
How
went
was
with
that different?
I went with a different friend.
So?
Well, they were actually he was actually my friend.
What were you trying to say?
Wow.
I'm saying that the people that you went with probably weren't really your friends.
Poston was my friend. He was my best friend.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why are you saying that?
I don't know.
Just not sure.
Tuna was my friend at the time. So I thought.
That's my point.
Poston would never betray me
Just saying an invite
until he
would have been
me.
nice.
Would have been nice.
Would have been nice.
Hey,
Would have
Dobbs,
show that you cared.
Dobbs, you want to travel 1,000 miles to see Henry Rollins and then travel 1,000 miles back to your home?
Might have said yes.
Alright. Well, you know, you came to Zephyr Hills and didn't come see me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was on a mission
You were on a mission.
from God.
That's not true.
Kinda was.
No.
Pretty much a direct mission from our Lord Jesus Christ.
What did our Lord Jesus Christ tell you?
Go pick a bunch of Floridans.
And then sell them in Wiskizzy?
Yep.
I don't think that's real, Dobbs.
That was totally real.
Maybe in your drug-fueled mind.
Do you think those would have lasted on the way up there?
Well, we had time to dry him out in the hotel room.
Oh, okay.
We were here for a while.
Oh, yeah. How long
Oh,
were you
okay.
here?
2 days.
2 days. And you know how I longed to see you. You even called me on one of those days and you were like, hey, buddy,
I miss you.
let's go. Yeah, you were like,
It seemed like the right thing to do.
I so wish I could see you, but you know, I'm in Wisconsin.
I had to keep up the alibi that we had created.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you see me? I don't understand. You don't trust me?
Because you could have blown our cover
How could I have blown your cover?
by telling people.
I would have taken that to the grave.
I don't think you would have.
I just would have loved to see you.
I think the moment I would have moved back down here, maybe even sooner, people would have known.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So basically, you're saying you don't trust me. After all we've been through.
I guess that's what I'm saying.
when did you find out that he was down here?
I don't know, a few months later.
Was it a
Oh,
few
okay.
months later?
Yeah, you moved back, and and you were drunk.
That wasn't a few months later.
Whatever, you fucking moved back,
It's a
and you're
year
like,
later.
oh my god, shut the fuck up. And you were like, hey, I need to tell you something. I'm like, what, buddy? Surely you would never betray me. And you were like, well, actually, I came to Zephyr Hills. I was like, yeah, you're here now. No. I came with my brother. I was like, whoa, when? You're like, well, you were like,
so innocent in this story.
you were like, you know, a little while ago. Actually,
You're like a wide-eyed kitty cat.
I actually called you. You did? Yeah. And I asked you what you were doing, and you were at Tina's. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not hanging out with him. I was like, but why?
I don't know if that's exactly how that conversation went.
I was like, but why? And you were like, because I'm afraid that they'll judge me. I was like, why would they judge you, Dobbs? You're great, and we all love you. Yeah, you say that, but I hear how you talk. How you hate gays. I was like, what are you trying to say, Dobbs? You're like, isn't it obvious, Nathan? No, not at all.
Can't you see that I was riddled with guilt? And that's why I ever brought it up in the
You
first
were
place. That I was so upset with myself that I couldn't even keep it to myself. Could have not told.
No, you were
anybody.
rubbing it in my face.
Bullshit.
You were rubbing
You
it.
found out when I moved back down here. My sister told everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember Naomi
Yeah,
told me.
that's what the fuck happened.
I
I wasn't gonna tell anybody shit.
don't actually.
Fuck you. I felt no guilt whatsoever.
So did you hear that Chris was down here a few weeks ago?
Fucking, I was drunk. I probably was drunk, but I wasn't saying shit. She was drunk and got all loose in the mouth. Yeah, I was on the fucking phone. I wasn't even back down here yet. That's bullshit. She's a bitch.
Anyway, you were like. So
No,
what-
I wasn't. I was not like that.
Listen. What? Anyway, so what? The way I remember it, so it's just as valid as the way you remember it.
Right.
You were like. You were like, isn't it obvious, Nathan, what I'm trying to say? No, Dobbs. No, it isn't. And you were like, I'm in love with you. And it was too painful for me to see you when I knew that I wouldn't be able to see you for very long. So I didn't tell you, but I wanted to hear your voice. That's why I called you that night. It's like, wow, really? And you were like, yes, Nathan. I've always been in love with you. The one time I've had sex since I've known you, I was thinking of you. I was like, wow, Dobbs, I'm very flattered.
You should be.
You're really a great guy, and I love you very much. But I don't have those feelings for you, even though I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I just hope that you can put those feelings aside and we can still be friends. You were like, I hope so too. And that's when you went into your long history of drug and alcohol abuse. And I tried to do everything I could by supplying you with LSD. But...
I did visit other people while I was down here, though.
Who'd you visit? Hey, don't say the M word.
Whoa.
It doesn't matter at this point.
Just
you know.
tell me.
It's been so long.
It's been years. I would like to know.
It doesn't matter.
Tell me.
anymore. Doesn't matter.
Tell me.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Dobbs, I will fucking twist your nipples.
No, you will not.
Yes, I will. I'll grab your dick. Oh, God, you're so strong. He's so strong.
I visited my
It
parents.
breaks the tension.
Oh, well.
We got caught at the hotel by my sister.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
So it
Why was your
turned-
sister at the hotel to fuck black guys?
No, one of her friends had rented a room and was like, "Hey, bring the kids and go swimming." And we're fucking hanging out by the pool, and my sister walked up and was like,
Chris?
"No." She noticed our cousin first.
Oh,
Me and Austin were in the hotel room.
doing Molly.
No, we were just in there because it's like, dude, people know us around here. We're not fucking going outside. But you guys can go hang out by the pool or whatever. And she walked in. She's like, oh my God. And then he walked in. He's like, yeah, we got a problem. It's like, what's that? He's like, your sister's outside. And it's like, really? Yeah. So we walk out there and have a short conversation about why we're here. And
What'd you tell her? Oh, okay.
and she walked into the hotel room and saw all of our arms laying out on trays and shit being dried out.
What was the reason she was there?
Her friend had rented a hotel room there
What?
and came to take the kids swimming at the pool.
Okay. I just want to take a moment to establish the type of person that we're dealing with. Was it spaghetti that she made you?
Yeah.
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 All right. So, Naomi
Dobbs was at Naomi's house, and Naomi was making spaghetti for dinner. And she's like, okay, it's ready. Or like, oh, dude, it's ready. and then Dobbs is like, oh, great, I love spaghetti. And he started...
Love it in my mouth.
He was starting to make himself a plate, and Naomi's like, no, dude, no, eat this over here, dude. And Dobbs like, why? Oh no, I just prepared this one special for you, dude. Come on, dude, don't be a bitch, dude. Dobbs like, all right, Jesus. So he ate the plate of food in its entirety. And he enjoyed it. It was pretty tasty, right?
It was a little spicy, but it was tasty.
Well, you're a whiny little cunt when it comes to spices, but
This is true.
so he had some pretty delicious spaghetti, and all was good in the world. And then he was watching TV. What would you say, like an hour later?
Yeah, something like that.
About an hour later, and things just didn't seem right. Things were starting to get weird. Things were starting to move, and he was starting to hear things. Things were becoming too funny. He didn't know why. He didn't know what was happening. He felt like his body was ascending into the heavens. And he confronted Naomi. He was like, Naomi, what did you do to me? She said, oh, you feeling it, huh? He was like
a Colombian in Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah, my Wisconsin accent, my South American accents are interchangeable.
So similar.
He was like, what'd you do to me? Oh, you see now, don't you?
You're gonna die, I promise.
You're going to live long time before death.
And now it's Christopher Walken.
I shoved your watch up my ass. Anyway, so she was like, yeah, I put magics in your batch of spaghetti.
My magic.
9 magics.
No, mine.
Oh, okay.
Mine.
All right.
And it was a lot.
How many
was gone?
Did she tell you how many she put in there?
No, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
9 handfuls. Anyway, she took some from Dobbs's supply and made him eat them. And
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Doug's bag. And then fucking Patty Mayonnaise showed up.
so Dobbs was tripping on his own supply for probably 13 hours. You had to work the next day, didn't you?
Yeah.
And he had to work the next day.
How was that? How was the drive to work?
It wasn't fun.
No.
Because I wasn't driving at the time.
Who wasn't?
I was getting a ride from Tim Thurston at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh.
Had you been up all night?
Most of it.
Anyway, so that's the type of person that we're dealing with.
It's the day he woke me up on a Friday.
Naomi just drugs her family members on a whim because she thought that would be fun.
Oh, this will be great.
This will be hilarious.
I'm fucking sleeping. And somebody comes pounding on my window. And I wake up, I'm like, who is it? It's like, it's Tim, get up. And I'm like, why would I get up on a Saturday? Why are you here? He's like, it's not Saturday, it's Friday. And I'm like, oh no, it's Friday.
Bing, bong, 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 bing, bong, bing, bong, bong.
So I got us ready. I got ready as quick as I could and had fun at work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Were you still in the parts department at the time?
Yeah. So she walks into the hotel room. She's all of our rooms and whatnot. Say hello, we have a short conversation. She's like, yeah, Dad almost died. And we're like, what? And she's like, yeah, he passed out at work and couldn't get up off the floor. He's extremely dehydrated and had to be driven to the hospital and all that jazz. And it's like, well, why didn't anybody tell us? I'm like, well, we didn't want to worry you guys, way up there in Wisconsin. Near-death experience isn't really important enough to call. So we went and visited Dad.
Oh, you had to at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had to come up with a story.
What'd you tell him?
My buddy wanted to party, he got some extra money, and we're like, I know a great place to party.
Zephyr Hills.
Old Z-Town.
Now we told them St. Pete and Clearwater. We're gonna spend 2 nights there. Our first night we're gonna spend in Z Hills, and then we're gonna head back up from Clearwater. And that's what we did.
Well played. God, why would you come all the way down here?
Oh, to party?
Yeah.
Because he has a bunch of extra money and wants to party in Florida.
Oh, he wants to party.
He's sick of the Midwest. Wants to see the sunny side. You know?
Yeah,
that time of year it's still cold up north. So.
He's sick of Yankeeville.
See, I just had this conversation fucking recently. Wisconsinites aren't Yankees. It's just not the case. Yankees are dickheads and assholes. Wisconsinites are Canadians with attitude. We're nice. Ish.
Okay.
But we're not nearly as...
As nice as Canada.
Right, we're not as nice as Canada, but we're not as dicky as fucking the Yankees are. They're douchebags. Wisconsinites aren't. We just want to sit back and get drunk. Watch the Packers play games.
That's alright, I'll cut that out.
You're a fucking cunt guzzler.
Cunt Gosler.
Anyway.
Thank you. I take that as a big compliment.
Is that something you do to Kate Gosling?
I wish, Jesus.
Wow.
I'm not even sure what she looks like, but her name sounds sexy. Is Kate Gosselin even a person?
Kate +8. John.
Never mind, fuck that. There was a story when I first... Well, it wasn't a story. This actually happened. When I first started hanging out with Dobbs and Jacob, I think it was actually the first night I came... Well, not the first night, because that night we got drunk, and I ruined everything. And the next time that Jacob
Bring this motherfucker here, Dobbs. You know better.
The next time...
You weren't happy with me.
The next time we hung out, and Jacob gave me a second chance, I was spending the night, and it was early in the morning before we were going to bed, and Dobbs and Jacob were in an argument, a friendly argument, and Jacob brought up that Dobbs was a Yankee, as one does to Yankees, and Dobbs was like, I'm not a fucking Yankee, and pointed out basically what he just said about Wisconsinites. And Jacob's like, yeah, well, Yankees wear stilts. And, and Dobbs looks down in bafflement, looking for his stilts. And Jacob's like, oh, you're looking down? It's because you're a fucking Yankee!
Bullshit argument. It's not fair.
He tricked you with his devilish wit.
He did. Yankees may wear stilts. I wouldn't know.
I've never met a Yankee. My brother did once and he shot him to death. Trying to fucking give me thin pizza from New York City? Trying to give me a fucking Chicago dog?
Thin pizza's the only pizza.
Have you ever had deep dish pizza from Chicago?
I have, in fact.
Is it good?
It's tasty.
Yeah?
It's not pizza.
No, it's like a fucking casserole.
Yes, it is.
It's like a pie or a casserole with a crust, rather.
It is very delicious, but not pizza.
Yep.
You can't pick that shit up.
That's true.
That's been happening to me since I moved down here and I made my first friend.
What, people
In
calling you a
Florida.
Yankee?
Yeah.
Who's your first friend?
Aaron
Steven
Fairfax.
Cernils
Oh,
was.
never mind.
And just ever since then, I've been trying to defend myself and explain that people from Wisconsin and people from the Northeast are very different.
To be fair, you don't like sweet tea.
Sweet tea is gross.
Yeah, well, only a Yankee would say that.
That's not true.
That's true.
Only a Yankee'd put sugar in his grits.
Yeah. We put cheese and butter in ours.
So do we.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
You put sugar in yours, you just admitted it.
No. But you know what Yankees do? They
What
put
it-
sugar in their chili. Ew. I've never heard of that until I moved down here.
Putting sugar in chili?
Yep.
Southerners put ketchup in chili.
Well, that's gross.
It is gross.
That is one time ketchup is not needed.
Dobbs puts ketchup on his steak.
Used to.
Yeah, before he turned vegan.
But, like, if they make mashed potatoes and there ain't no vegan-friendly gravy,
You're putting ketchup in mashed potatoes?
just a little bit. The peas and the corn.
tasty.
Oh, it's like French fries, ketchup, potato.
Yeah, it's tangy. Delicious.
Tangy like my jizz.
Well,
I'm just
I don't
saying
know about that.
we're cut from a different cloth. We're not as Canadian from Minnesota as people from Minnesota are. We're not as Yankee as people from Illinois are. We're just somewhere.
Illinois.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
Listen, I say words the way I was raised to say them.
Nephew.
Deal with it.
Eric Clampton.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
I don't always say sandwich. And that's something I keep coming to realize is just I've thought that I've lost some of my northern accent.
Naomi has not at all.
No. And every time I hear my recorded voice, I realize how little of it I've lost. But when I move back up there, I sound so much more northern after a few months.
Hey, shay.
So I can't even fucking imagine what I sound like at that point. It's got to be weird.
Well, I talked to you every day when you were living in Wisconsin, and you sound the same to me.
Not every day.
Pretty much every day.
Pretty much not every day.
Pretty much every time I drank any alcohol, I called you.
Yeah, that's true.
So almost every day.
Vice versa. First time I moved up there, which was only for a couple months.
Almost every day.
Is that right?
And then you had a cell phone, and we would text the second time.
Huh.
What?
I'm just thinking about previous show where you talked about people didn't talk to you when you went up north or text you.
Yeah, I talked to him all the fucking time.
The first time I moved up there, yeah.
Look at that.
Constantly. I would come home from work, start drinking,
He would listen to his fucking voicemails.
listen to the voicemails because they'd leave long and obnoxious voicemails that were like it'd be the same subject matter over like 8 voicemails, or like them singing the song, pause, continue singing the song, pause, finish the song,
Did the answer machine cut them off?
pause,
Is that why
start.
they did
I don't know why,
Oh.
but that's what they did.
Yeah, the answering machine cut us off.
And then I would proceed to get drunk and then call them and be on the phone with them for like 2 or 3 hours, most of which was just like us doing whatever we were doing besides being on the phone. So I'd be like watching TV and whatnot and occasionally pick it up and we'd talk or something like that. And yeah, that was pretty much a daily occurrence, but I was only up there for like 3 months. It was the 2-year span that I was up there that all really fell off.
I texted you all the time when you were there, but
That's not true.
it is true.
It's not.
We argued a lot.
We did argue a lot.
Yeah, but anyway, I remember you told me that this was after you got back that Augie. Anyway, he was listening to those messages too while he was taking a shit, and I left one like, sometimes I just get really sad. Sometimes I just can't help but cut myself and then masturbate in the blood. And Austin came out of the bathroom. What the fuck is wrong with your friends?
And it was funny because when I was living down here, I used to do the same thing to him, and I would call him all shit-faced and leave him like long messages. And then I got up there and they started doing it to me. We actually did a couple together, where we'd fucking get shit-faced to Jacob's house and call his answering machine, and leave like group messages. And like pass the phone around the room, call him back, and then like sing a song.
Did he hang out with that group?
A few times, maybe 3, 4, 5
Enough for
times.
you guys to want to call him? And
Well,
Everybody
ask
really
messages?
likes my older brother.
yeah, and
You don't like my older brother?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's
I want the record to be noted that Poston does
this
not
is
like
really
Augie.
interesting because literally you're the first of my friends to be like, yeah, I don't like your brother. Everybody else likes my brother.
Yeah, Austin's cool.
Why
We
don't
actually,
you like that fucking pile of shit. Why don't you like him?
you don't like that pile of shit? Is that what you just said?
I want to know why he doesn't like that pile of shit.
But you're calling him a pile of shit.
No, I'm not. Poston is.
I
Why-
like where you're going. I'll cut it to where it makes it sound like
Why don't you like him?
I don't know. You just meet people and you're like,
Because he pulls more chicks than you?
could be.
Strippers, bro.
Could be.
Well, he does pay for their love, so.
He
I
also
mean,
doesn't
like-
pay his brother.
Well, that can't be a legitimate reason. It really has nothing to do with you.
He doesn't pay
Well,
his
he doesn't.
sister.
So,
Just shows what kind of character he has.
well, bad influences in life.
No.
Now,
Complicated.
now I did hang out with Austin a lot the second time he came to Florida, when I was dating Danielle and Jacob was here. He was here for a few weeks, and we hung out all the time
Yeah, we were here for
hours at a time.
3 months.
3. All right, Jesus.
Yeah.
We hung out a lot.
Mhm.
I remember the first time I hung out with Austin. I was probably 15, and me and Jacob started drinking in the afternoon, and Dobbs and Austin came over towards the end of the afternoon, towards the evening, and we continued to drink, and then we went over to Naomi's house, and we drank more, so much more, and I went from whiskey to Jaeger to vodka, and then I started drinking beer, and I was just sitting there, not really sure what was going on, and apparently, I don't remember this, vomit just came from my mouth and all over my body.
All over.
Have you seen that video? I think you just kind of passed out and then you...
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Like that.
the first thing I remember was Austin being like, "Now finish that beer." I was like, "What?" All right. Chug the beer. Looked down at myself. I was like, "Whoa, who puked on me?" And anyway,
Passed out, puke on him.
anyway, it was a long night after that. Jacob got too drunk and went to sleep in Rachel's car. Rachel wasn't really drinking. I don't know if Joel was there, but on the way leaving, Austin gave me a ride, and Austin turns to Dobbs. So, do you really party with those people? I was so ashamed.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference between the partying I do down here and the partying I do up north. I really got to step my game up when I get back up north, because I'm hanging out with professionals at that point, and I gotta be able to do a good job.
Represent.
Yeah, I remember once
Otherwise, it's bad news bears.
we were leaving the Celtic Festival, and we were talking about drinking, and I was like, "Yeah, I only drink about this much typically, and then I get pretty tipsy and I stop." And Austin's like, "What? Don't you ever want to push yourself and drink more and see how much you can handle?" No. Once I get kind of drunk, I stop. I was like, "What? Why?" "Oh no, I'm good." "Oh." And Dobbs was like, "There's a different sort of people, man." And Austin's like, "I don't understand."
It's not a concept that we're raised with. Partying, like, get drunk, you've had enough, stop. And it's not a concept that we learn in the long run either. It's just get as drunk as you possibly can physically handle. Either you pass out, you get alcohol poisoning, or you stay up till 5 in the morning until you fall asleep. So it's just different.
Well, my philosophy was, there's 3 of us. We have a 2-liter bottle of whiskey. Once that's gone, I think we've had enough.
Yeah, it doesn't usually work out that way.
Not in Wisconsin, apparently.
No, you're coming with multiples.
You weren't there when Jacob was leaving, but a few days before he was leaving the Marine Corps, he started cleaning out his room, and he opened his closet.
I was there.
Dozens and dozens and dozens
Yeah.
of bottles of Black Velvet.
Beviesel.
Beaver, bro.
Yep.
Fucking beaver. Which is basically the most delicious and smoothest whiskey you will ever drink in your life.
Canadians know what they're doing.
Canadians know what they're doing. Another great whiskey is Canadian Mist. And it will not ever make you break out in hives.
Ever. Does not cause body rash.
It does not cause any rash of any sort.
No, I was there.
Oh, well, I don't
Remember you guys left, and then I took the couch
Oh, yeah.
from Joel's room. And put
Yeah,
it
we
in.
were moving stuff into Jacob's old room for Joel to live in there. And we were moving the couch, and Joel's like, "I'm hungry." I'm like, "Let's go to Taco Bell." So we just left and got Taco Bell. Actually, I think his mom asked him to get Taco Bell. So we got Taco Bell.
Yeah, I don't remember why you guys left.
And then we came back and the couch was not there. We're like, oh God, we've been robbed. And then we went into the room and Dobbs was sitting on the couch, sweating profusely and panting. Hey, what's up, guys? Trying to be as nonchalant as possible.
I was bored. Gotta do something.
And then Rachel kind of went insane because we started moving Joel into Jacob's room on the same day that he left. And she was not happy about it.
You couldn't just leave it?
Well,
It's bad.
she kind of went catatonic for a little while. And I brought her a sandwich. Her favorite sandwich. And
Cuban.
No.
I
Sandwich.
still want to know why you don't like my brother. Because my brother's like me, and just more likable.
He really is
Yeah,
a big cuddly teddy bear.
Yeah, but without the moral fiber that you have.
Well, we have different kinds of moral fiber.
Okay.
Because there's things that I would do that he wouldn't. And he would do that I never would.
Like what?
So there's just different
I want
things.
I want examples.
Doesn't matter what
The
those
show
things
needs
are.
it.
No.
I'm the showrunner, goddammit.
No, you're not.
This is the Nathan Ellis experience.
Certainly isn't.
It is.
I want to know, buddy. I want to know. I want to have this satisfaction. I want to be gratified.
I'll gratify you, big boy. Good job.
Oh, yeah. I want to know.
You really get into the theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah.
How do you mean?
It's fucking painting pictures left and right.
Painting pictures with my
Word brush.
mouth solos. So why do you hate his
Quit
brother?
fucking sitting back there and not answering. I want to know.
Beating around the bush.
I really want to know. Did he say
Palms
something to you
bush.
personally? Is there just something about him that you don't like? I want to know what it is.
His
I
fart smell really
need
bad?
to know. My farts smell worse.
His farts make people cry.
God, I gotta know. Just
Why?
rubs you the wrong way? I mean, what is it?
I don't know. You. Pikachu.
Well, yeah.
I'd also choose Dobbs.
So would everybody else.
Well, I'd choose Josiah, but
Absolutely.
he's not
that's
included.
beside
in
the
this.
point.
I mean, between the two of us,
Oh, I'd choose
clearly
Dobbs
Of
my
course you would.
friends would choose me.
all day long.
And I mean, there were times where some of his friends chose me as well, but that doesn't matter. I want to know. 'Cause you're the only one, literally the only one, that has ever said, yep, don't like him so much. Not down with the Og. Ogster's not my kind of guy.
After you, Nate.
Alright, see ya.
And on the same note, why don't you like pickles?
You don't like pickles!
This is more important than pickles.
More important than pickles!
To me. Not
But
unlike...
have you... Oh, god damn it.
You broke it.
I broke it!
You broke it.
It's just falling apart.
All right.
Nathan broke the door.
Fix it, I'll be back. I don't know what it is.
Is it his
Just like I said
personality?
earlier, there's some people you meet them the first time, you're like, I don't really like that
It's
guy.
just a feeling you got when you met him.
Yeah.
What about
You
him
got
the first
tingly
time when
balls?
you
Like,
met him? Like
when we-
what turned you off?
When I think it was like right after I graduated, I was hanging out with you, and he was down here, and we were all talking about moving in together.
Okay,
And-
I remember that.
You know, I was okay with that. It's like I don't really want to hang out with that dude. I'd rather hang out with this dude.
But we were at the same time. We were reading a
Won't
song.
close.
You gotta turn it. Tourniquet. Where are you going?
You want to pee?
With a cigarette in your mouth?
Yeah.
So, we're just going to carry on the show without Dobbs, the Incredible? Wow, your cock is really close to my hand.
Do you want us to take a break, or you'll come back soon? This is the part of the show where we talk about the guest that's left.
I'm not a guest.
You are a guest.
Founding member.
This is the founding member. I want the record to note that Dobbs is full of shit. The no show. What? Not a show.
Not a show.
The no show is a brainchild of Mr. Joshua Robert Poston.
Robert.
Mr. Joshua Robert Poston and Nathan Percival Wolfric Brian Ellis. And, yeah, you know, we had a falling out for a while because he kind of fucked me over and sold the show to a corporate entity.
We had a falling out.
Yeah, we had a falling out.
Since when?
Remember that hour and a half when I didn't really respond to you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got beef.
Well, I was glad when you started talking.
Yeah, I know. It was a long time. It took a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we going to talk about now that Dobbs isn't here?
Well, now's a good time because I recently figured out
Joe, we've been
that-
talking about you
no.
all goddamn night. Will you just give us a fucking moment?
That's not true. But now I recently found out that Poston's a Trekkie. He really enjoys Star Trek. So
No, I don't.
you really do.
You're just making this up.
No. Chris.
I have also seen Poston enjoying Star Trek.
Like the combined total of
He had
me, Chris, and Nathan
he had
probably watched less Star Trek than you.
He had a uniform and everything.
A uniform and everything.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
So-
anything about Star Trek.
He also had a
So-
stun gun, or whatever they called it,
I
phaser.
got this for you, Poston.
Let me see it.
Brand spanking new. Star
Nah,
Trek.
get out of here. No, it's not for you.
No, it's mine. It's mine. Love Star Trek.
Star
Well, can I
Trek
look at it?
Federation passport.
That's a fucking thick-ass passport.
It is.
Well,
Your fucking intergalactic space travel.
Oh, that's
It's
true. That's true.
legit.
You need a bunch of areas for it to be stamped, I guess.
that's neat.
No.
I'm not a Star Trek fan, but
Well, yeah.
Let the record show that Poston is, in fact, a Star Trek fan.
Now the barcode on the back's pretty interesting.
Like
The,
Star Trek more than Stargate.
no, that's what I was gonna say. Stargate is what I'm more of a fan of.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Not putting your gift
No. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
in the shitter. It's nice. Where'd you find this?
Where's my Harry Potter poster?
Well, obviously I bought it.
You bought it?
It looks pretty spanking new, yeah.
He bought it with you in mind. He actually had to order it off of the internet.
Yeah, I had to use my brother's ordering account.
Yeah,
How much did this cost you?
$59.
Says it on the back, right?
Oh, I want to know how much you had to pay.
Well, I'm not going to add in the tax factor, but
You know,
Go ahead.
doesn't it cause the value of the gift to go down when they tell you how much it's worth?
I know. This guy.
No. I
You're a
just
fucking
wanted to see how much
ungrateful
you
piece
paid.
of shit.
Right? It's not the cheapest. It's not the cheapest.
It's not the cheapest gift in the world.
I don't feel like I should have to tell people how much I paid.
Is
That's-
that why you told me to look at the back so I would know how much you paid?
No, it's just the barcode is interesting.
Why do you say that?
It's your-
Oh, I see
It's your
it.
verification number.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh.
Yeah. Because there's that many entities.
There's an
They got-
ISBN number. You're smoking in here? Yeah, it's my storage unit, so I'll smoke in it if I want to. Can we turn on the fan?
No, it'll be
That's-
interference.
It's really loud.
I know.
It's
The main reason why I wanted to quit the podcast is a simple reason. Well, they were all smoking at once, and I had a whole week where I couldn't even recover from it because it was a really long podcast.
Didn't you try to drink some green tea?
No, I was drinking tea at the same time. Yeah, didn't help any.
That's the only reason Joe didn't get cancer. I just want you guys to know that.
Simple fact of the matter is, I asked Chris just to tell him, take a smoke break. At least have the courtesy to not smoke while I'm in the room, because I don't smoke. And it made me really sick, and I didn't want to be in the podcast if people were smoking.
You can't just always slow your roll, though. Sometimes you need to keep it going.
You can always not smoke, though.
No.
Yes.
I've done a pretty good job in not
Yeah,
smoking.
I too have done a very good job of not smoking.
I don't find the need to
This guy
smoke.
smokes like a chimney.
Yep.
Joe,
Well, you
do I-
don't smoke cigarettes, you smoke cigars.
Joe, do I smoke like a chimney?
No, you do not, sir.
Thank you.
Well,
Disagree with that statement.
you do have respect for Joe.
It's
Well,
true.
Smoke in front of him.
I smoke dick, but I mean,
All right.
Love lost such a cost. Give me things that won't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed. Coming home to you. What should we talk about now, guys?
Don't you think Bob Dylan would be better if he had Down syndrome?
I think Bob Dylan does have Down syndrome.
Just think about it.
I think I read.
Told you.
I think I read that in Rolling Stone.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure.
That's bullshit.
A touch of Down syndrome.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he's not a full Downy.
No. You just give him a touch. Because if he has a touch of Down syndrome, everything makes more sense.
Haven't you heard his vocals?
Yeah.
So you're
All right.
saying he needs to touch more?
A touch more, I guess.
touch
yeah.
more.
2 fingers?
2 fingers worth.
Okay.
Jacob Dylan, though.
Sweetheart.
The Wallflowers.
Yeah.
That is.
The Wallflowers?
I know who the Wallflowers are.
Yeah, that's Jacob Dylan.
His son?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I met him once.
Did you?
Yeah, I blew him in his van.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice van or?
Nice
Cargo
cock.
van?
Nice cock.
Not a nice van, though.
I'm not even sure if it was his van. Like,
It was somebody's van.
it was a van.
Just
for
a
sure.
van,
It
an
was
open van.
it-
A convenient place to
I
suck
don't know
a
if it was,
cock.
I don't know if it was open, but
Were there seats in there, or was it like it was just open in the back?
it was open in the back. Yeah.
Metal carpet.
Metal.
Wow.
So was
Sounds
he
like
was he
comfortable.
laying down or?
Yeah, he was laying down, and I was like kind of on top of him, sucking his dick, playing with his balls.
It
And
didn't-
I was like, "Hey, man, I just sort of like tugged on your dick and put your balls in my mouth until like you ejaculated. So can we go to the aquarium or something? Like, I mean, I just feel really cheap." He's like, "Well, I made you laugh. Isn't that enough?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I guess." I've just had
Not even good enough to see the otters.
I've had some problems with insecurity before.
I
It just really hurts,
How long ago was that?
Well, I was 9 at the time, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, 12 years.
So you didn't have to worry about like any semen in your facial hair?
No, I had a beard when I was 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I started shaving when I was 4.5.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was actually kind of like that Zach Galifianakis skit. I don't like having a beard. It hurts. My beard hurts.
Remember? I remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Ooh, a note. I'm going to read it out loud onto the show.
I'll cut it out.
Be prepared.
It's going to get intense.
Bono and something. Pin number? Question mark? Model 74494. Bow, make, compound, 4 hunting, 2 targets. Hard composite. Case. Quiver that mounts to boot. Bout? That's not an A. Bout. Bow?
Bow?
Yeah, that's a W. Good job, Joe.
Yeah.
That mounts to bow.
That's what it sounded like when you
my
said
most
quiver.
recent weapon purchase.
Why'd you have to write it down?
I did. Does it look like I fucking wrote that down?
I don't know. I've never seen your handwriting.
You never will. Considering Inner City Possum's mine. I'm saving it.
Okay.
I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
What's written down in my handwriting?
Okay.
It's mine. I'm saving it.
Put it back. Put
Yeah,
it back,
for the
put it
gun grabbing
back,
freedom
back,
haters.
back.
No.
Bro, we're gonna be big. Don't you want your song out there?
Not that song.
Why not?
Because there's only one band that can do that song.
What band is that?
The best band that ever was.
The Organic Anti-Beatbox Band?
Yeah.
The Organic Anti-Beatbox Band.
Whoa! What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. That band.
I was giving him fucking
I see that.
hand pleasure before you
Hand
interrupted us.
DJ.
What?
What?
So, Joe,
Did you see why I started hanging out with this kid when he was 14?
Ah.
yeah.
Free and easy
I don't
with
know
the
how to make
hands.
friends, so. Put this-
Nathan, free and easy.
Will you be my friend?
And hand loose.
Nah. I'll give you a hand job. Let me see your hands. Ooh, they're soft. All right.
Lifts up his short.
Yep, middle of youth group, just like, yeah, get in there.
Ah, come on.
Nobody can see us. Past these chairs.
Then he would jizz in his pants, and he would complain about it later.
This big fat Jew blocking the way.
Oh, we saw we saw a picture on Facebook.
Of a big fat Jew?
Yes, but it was at prom, and there were 3 really cute girls sitting on one side of a couch,
Like posing.
like
for the picture.
posing for the picture. And in the picture to the left was the Jew, significantly less cute, with a large plate of food, going like this.
It's funny, because I still have my picture of Mrs. S eating at the prom. Because that's pretty much all I did with my camera, was try to get her eating. And it paid off.
Eating a
Big old bite of lasagna.
eating a Whopper in front of her.
Fucking.
She would gag.
It was the
So
Wendy's
disgusting.
quadruple burger.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
And just grease all falling onto the floor and shit. And she-
This is in the school?
Yeah. Mr. Smith bought it for me so I could eat it in front of his wife, just to make her sick.
Okay.
She's like, go eat this in front of my wife. She's like, okay, totally.
Done. Sold.
So I took my chair and pulled it directly in front of her desk, because she would sit there at lunch, read her magazines and eat yogurt,
Right.
and just started tearing into it. Just, grease.
Did you,
just-
like, set it on the table and start wrapping it?
No. I opened it up right there, bag in the lap, just freehanded it. And
Okay.
just started eating it, grease running down my forearm, because you know how greasy a
Oh,
Wendy's
yeah.
burger is.
Oh, yeah.
Just grease running down my forearms, dripping onto the ground, grease all over my face from like the nose down. Just
Did you start sweating
oh my
because of this
God,
burger?
I did. And just making her, she was gagging so bad.
Was he watching?
No.
What?
He
You didn't
wasn't
even watch
even
it?
there. He was in his office eating some bullshit like steamed vegetable thing.
Oh, okay.
You know he got a burger too from Wendy's.
Well, that's what started to happen, is he started giving me his lunches, and he would go and get fast food lunches.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm directly responsible for him having diabetes. Totally happy about that.
High five. All right.
Facilitated his diabetes.
Diabetes.
So-
The beaties.
But yeah, it was hilarious. She was very upset. Just
Did you get in trouble afterwards?
So
or-
good. No, I was just eating. How can I get in trouble for eating?
Or maybe he's wondering if she knew that he bought the burger for
I
her.
don't know.
Do you remember? Because I remember this. When she walked up to you and she started rubbing your back and telling you, so-and-so's in detention today.
Yep. That happened twice.
Oh, it happened twice?
There was a time she came up behind me and like gave me a backwards hug from behind, and then started rubbing my back, and this and this person is gonna be in detention today and all that, and we're standing in a circle playing fucking yogurt lids, and I fucking turn around and look at her, and she's like, oh, sorry, and I fucking walked away. And then the second time she walked up behind me and kissed the back of my neck. Same fucking scenario. And as soon as she kissed the back of my neck, I fucking whipped around quick. Like, oh yeah? And no.
It should be
No.
noted that Dobbs and Mr. Smith look strikingly similar from the back.
I'm just 8 feet taller than he is. And
Right.
fucking, she didn't say a word. She just turned around and fucking sped walk away. And it was hilarious.
Oh.
But that shit was annoying, because every little kid that had an issue on the playground was like, Mr. Smith, you took my ball. I was like, what do you want me to do about it? I'm not that dude.
Oh, okay.
All the time.
They would run up to you?
Yeah. But to have your fucking wife, your wife of many years, fucking crawl up behind me, clearly taller, slimmer, and have that happen, that was very weird. Very weird.
Did you
But,
ever-
you know, it was good.
Did you ever bring it up to him?
Many a night. No, I don't think I ever did.
Maybe that's why there
keep
was a
happening?
maybe that's why there was a falling out.
Could have been.
He knew.
Could have been.
I remember I would sleep in Mrs. Smith's class, and she would come up and start scratching my back
Yeah.
with her nails. Sweetie,
Yeah.
This is not your home.
Yeah.
You cannot you cannot sleep here. You need to get up and do your work.
Oh, I fucking
It's like-
love that.
All right.
I would wear a hoodie, and I would fucking hide my CD player inside of the sleeve, and put my head down. I had a pillow at my desk, like a small, like memory foam pillow. Put my head down on it, earbud down in the pillow, just fall asleep. And that's what would happen. She'd kind of rub her back and take the nails and
Where
wake you up.
where was your seat at? Was it like in the corner?
Always under an AC vent.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Yeah. I told her, like, you need to put me under an AC vent.
Yeah.
So even when I got in trouble and I was moved, somebody else would be moved, so I could be put under an AC vent. Originally, when I first got into the high school class, you were all the way in that back corner.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the big green cubicle. There was the 3 big green cubicles
Okay.
against that wall. I was in the
Yeah.
one closest to you,
Okay.
which was right under that AC vent. And
You
then
all right, Joe?
I got
Fly in my
moved kitty corner to the other side of the room next to
What the fuck is going on? What's
Nikki.
wrong with you?
There's a fly.
Oh,
next to Nikki.
Mhm.
Because he was always all the way in the other corner, opposite of your corner, diagonally.
how
So
often
they
did you
said
hear
they
Nikki
matched her.
jerking off at his desk?
Occasionally.
Okay.
It happened, enough times.
Was he like a chronic masturbator? Like he had to?
He did it. I can't
Yeah, we
answer.
don't- Yeah. We'll
but-
have to get him on the show.
He did it.
You could talk to him about Freemasonry.
Yeah.
That would be really good. Yeah, he did it.
I'll text him.
But 9 times out of 10, he would just talk to himself about things that had already happened, so...
We should, whenever you make the video for the show where Nikki's a guest star, it should be noted that this is a comic book edition of the show.
I'll talk to him about
Trying to get the fly
his
away from my
Batman
face.
show.
The fly.
Yeah. When we open the Smack House / studio, Nikki can do his fucking comic book shows in one of the studios.
Why can't he do it in this studio?
Well, he already does it at his house.
Yeah, why would he come here to do it?
He's got a legitimate show.
Well, a YouTube channel.
Well, yeah,
But he's got like a
A shit
full
fuck
body.
of. Yeah, a
of
shit
work.
fuck of.
I'm subscribed to his channel.
Oh,
Then why
okay.
are you asking about it?
I never watched any of it. I think he actually like sits
Bro.
down and talks and shit.
Yeah,
You-
for
yeah.
a long time. Like 20-minute videos.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
It's therapeutic.
We should take that shit to the next level.
Yeah, we should
What-
make him a
what's that?
full-time member.
No.
No, it'll be a separate show.
Okay.
I say me, you, and Joe, plus Nikki, separate show.
The fuck is this shit?
I don't know. I'd be a guest on it, but I can't do that all the time.
Weekly?
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
Like when he ran up to you guys at the bike show, I started backing away.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I hung out with Nikki and he was like, that really hurt me.
That's bullshit.
It is
Really?
bullshit. But he was like, I think I saw a post in there. I'm not sure though.
It's also
Like-
bullshit.
No, he did. He said, yeah, he was like, I think I saw a post in there. I was like, yeah, you did. He didn't want to talk to you. He was like, oh, okay.
That's probably bullshit too.
No, that's real. I'm not a liar posting.
You started off with a lie.
Did I?
Liar, liar, plants for hire.
I'm not sure what that means.
Know exactly what that means.
Oh, yeah.
It's pants on fire, Patrick.
Only you would know.
Liar.
Oh, you wanted me to correct you? Okay. I see.
We're not fucking playing along.
Sorry.
Loser.
I haven't seen SpongeBob in 15 years.
I'll eat it now.
I do remember that. This candy bar needs to last us the rest of our lives. I think I'll eat it now! You took my candy bar, didn't you?
You want us to take a break?
So we can reminisce about
SpongeBob finished a cigarette.
Yeah, no. Dobbs just doesn't care about those who take care of
If I'm going to kill myself, might as well take everybody else with me.
I might as well take a few motherfuckers out.
I thought you were quitting.
I don't smoke at work anymore.
Okay.
I've regulated myself down to 2 a day, except for tonight.
Okay.
I've rationed myself 5.
Okay.
He has 2 left.
after this one.
So you're kind of just weaning yourself off. Do you smoke before you go to work?
No.
No, you save the two for after.
Smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again.
No, it's not open?
Nope.
Put it down.
There I go.
It's probably so loud that the other microphones are picking it up.
Turn the page. I'm done.
Yeah!
Yeah!
You're a whore.
Up on the stairs.
Joe, watch your mouth.
Yeah, Joe.
Whoa!
Don't curse. That shit ain't cool.
Is this a
You
dare
watch-
meeting?
Do you do you watch a
Yes.
regular show?
Need another beer.
Yeah, every once in a while.
I watched a video, it was either today or yesterday. I guess was like what kind of started the show. It's like just black and white drawing
Okay.
of two guys at work, and they took LSD and they turned into the pinball and the bird,
All right.
and it was just them talking about them on LSD.
Really?
It was like a 7-minute drawing cartoon.
So that was like the basis of a regular show, like how it started?
I guess so. Because I was like,
They'll
That
never
pinball-
know.
that pinball looks familiar. And then when I saw the bird, I was like, oh yeah, that definitely is from that show.
Hey, bro, you want to do a little?
So it was like the gumball machine,
Tonight?
and then
Yeah, man. I
the
would
bird
love to do a little.
Mordecai. That's why it was kind of like drawn out. All right.
Yeah.
They
Huh.
never
Did I
knew.
say pinball?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I meant
if
It's a
we were
gumball.
going-
Yeah, it's a
I
gumball
meant
machine.
gumball.
Yeah.
Would have figured it out.
Yeah.
Benson.
I thought that was neat.
Yeah, that fucking youth group was bullshit. Josh Beeson doesn't know what the fuck
We had
he's
a lot of
talking
fun
about.
there.
Yeah, because we fucking chastised everyone and said God is dead and that the Jew was gonna put the Sheeny curse on us.
Yeah. He believed in aliens.
Yes, he did.
Conversated about Mr. Brownstone openly in class.
I was like, what's the song where they talk about heroin and oh, Mr. Brownstone, I used to know that song in high school. Yeah. I remember once he was like, he always turned to me for political advice, which should note how
Little you know.
how little he knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about
He is an American.
yeah. Well, he was turning to a fucking 14-year-old for political advice, and he was like, yeah, just keep your mind open, keep your ears open. Don't believe everything you hear. And he's like, what do you think, Nathan? I was like, yeah. Don't watch Fox News. He's like, I was actually thinking Fox News is the one you should watch. I was like, oh. Okay.
We did have a lot of fun.
And then
there.
I didn't say anything more about that.
Remember that one time they set up the projector in the game, and I showed up with like a couple bottles of cough medicine.
I remember the projector in the movie game.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't remember you having cough medicine.
yeah, I had a couple bottles with me because I was sick at the time. And I'm like, this is a good excuse to get fucked up. So the whole time I was sitting back there.
Drinking cough medicine?
Yeah.
Did anyone confront you?
No.
I remember you went outside to smoke a cigarette, and I went with you, and Julie White came out pretending to be on the phone. What? Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Looking at us the whole time.
Yep.
That was funny.
They were doing what they thought was right.
Did you feel like a badass?
No.
Oh.
I just felt like they were up my ass.
Up his ass.
Well, this was back when fucking Goody Two Shoes posting was around.
I was a devout Christian at the time.
Poston tried to save my soul.
Fucking Deviz out.
Never
Never tried to save my soul.
Well, you're a lost cause. That's cool. And then a few months later, he was like, so what's going on? I'm like, I'm hanging out with Jacob. He's like, oh, can I come over? And I was like, God damn it. Poston's going to try to save our souls. And
Not the case, was it?
nope. And then
And then I was like, yeah, Jacob said it's fine. And he texted back, good. There better be a fucking cigarette waiting for me. I'm like, what? What's happening? I don't understand.
Fuzzy Sham's back, baby!
And then we stayed up for until like 7 a.m. We watched Hard Boiled, and we just talked about random stuff.
I remember Jacob, or was it you? It was like, Dobbs is going to be pissed. Because he didn't show up this night.
Keep in mind that the entire time that you were saved, all they did was give me shit about it.
That's true.
Is that right?
He's your fucking friend.
Where
the fuck's posting?
Your fucking boy's an informant for the enemy.
That's your job. You need to take care of that. You have to do that.
And as it turns out, it was Daddy, Nate Dogg, who saved his soul.
My whole deal was that as long as he's happy doing what he's doing, I'm happy for him.
Right.
So there was that one night you gave your testimony and whatnot, and fucking I met you at the door and you're like, I'm glad you came. And I told you I've searched low and high for God and all I've ever found was this, that, and the other. But as long as you're happy doing what you're doing, I'm happy for you. And I left it at that. And then fucking a month and a half later, well, fucking Posty came over the other night and got fucking shit-faced.
No, we didn't drink the first night.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Did that hurt that he turned to me?
It hurt
To,
It hurt a little bit.
you know. Oh, well. You know?
Never tried to save my soul.
He tried pretty hard to save mine.
That reminds me of the last time I saw Mrs. Smith. They were doing one of their yard sales. And I went there with my dad and my little brother. And they had some albums there. So I ended up buying some Led Zeppelin. I bought some Aerosmith and shit like that. And I can't. It was either.
Yeah, we
it
don't condone this music, but we'll profit off of it.
It might have been your mother
Mm-hmm.
that walked up and was talking to me. How you doing? This, that, and the other. And Mrs. Smith walks by and she's like, "Yeah, he's just scared. Scared of what the Lord wants him to do with his life." And I'm like, "Listen, I'm buying Aerosmith from your church right now. What kind of example are you setting?"
A better thing to say. I'm buying Led Zeppelin
Well, yeah.
from your church.
And she just kept on trucking. Like she just threw her little fucking out there and didn't have anything else to say.
Her pussy.
I wish. I would have been totally devout.
All right. Well, I'm coming back to the church.
Right now, I'm not leaving this church. I'm gonna live here. I'll clean it. Do whatever you want. But no, it like Miss Smith had never been that before.
She was very passive.
And then she was like, "Yep, just afraid what God wants to do with your life." It's like, whoa, what?
That was years.
Weird thing to do.
That bent up towards you.
Maybe she had a few glasses of wine.
What kind of anger could she have ever pent up towards me? I mean, minus sexual tension. I mean, minus
Right.
that.
Right.
It was just
What
weird.
guy hasn't, alright, in that school?
What?
Thought about Mrs. Smith and that
No,
way?
her feelings towards him.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously she had feelings towards me.
Kissing the back of his neck and shit.
Acting like she didn't know.
Yeah, acting like. Yeah.
It
When
was
he's obviously not
Oh,
Mr. Smith.
sorry.
Rubs her tit. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the weird thing, though.
Oh,
is
was she rubbing her tits on
I'm
your
clearly not. What was she? Gave me a fucking back hug. She
back?
did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Was she wearing a bra?
Yeah. I'm sure she was. Yeah, she was. She always did.
Feel my boobs on your back.
Thing.
They have cameras at the new school.
Really
Yep.
creepy.
Yeah.
They
also
really
have,
did?
They
Oh,
also have
yeah, I remember
They
seeing
also
that.
have an intercom, so the doors are locked, and if you come to visit the school, you have to hit a button. They can look on the.
Mm-hmm.
Probably to prevent people like us from just showing
Yeah.
up.
Be cool.
There was a
Oh, that was
theft.
the last time I went there.
There was a theft that happened at the new school, and they were looking for on the camera to find out who did it. Never did find out because they didn't have cameras in the classrooms.
Right.
It was just like in the
The
hallway.
foyers and shit like that. Yeah.
And
I'm
then
sure
a
they
lot of
blamed
them
us
set up
anyways.
outside.
It was probably Dobbs and his cohorts. You know,
Probably
they hired an
both of them.
assassin once.
Probably broke his brother's arm again.
So fucking insane. I heard that the next day I went there.
Yeah.
And had a conversation with Mr. Smith about that.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, dude. One, if I wanted to kill you, I would do it myself. Two, if I had the money to hire somebody to kill you, I would save it and do it myself. Neither of these things are true.
It's just what I heard. It's what I heard.
Where do you hear this from?
I fucking asked.
He got a phone call one night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. They're coming for you. Oh, Dobbs? I knew it was him.
Bullshit.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Ever since somebody fucking graffitied the school, it's been all about me.
Yeah.
That was you,
Bullshit.
though, wasn't it?
No, wasn't me. It said me and Poston fucking graffitied the school. One, we weren't even allowed to hang out at the time. You weren't stealing your mom's car at the time to come hang out.
That's right.
We weren't even together.
They tagged me to it because there was the letters FS written on it.
FSC.
FSC?
FSC were the letters that were written on the side of the building.
What does that stand for?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, they knew that I had taken the alias Fuzzy Sham before,
Yeah.
so they took FS as
Yeah.
Fuzzy Sham.
FS and C.
And I showed up the
Fuzzy
next
Sham
day,
and Chris, so did I.
and they were like, all
I saw the fucking
paranoid
I saw
watching
the
me.
new paint on the building,
Mm-hmm.
and I fucking sat down, and Cheyenne came up and sat down on the fucking picnic table that was there.
Yeah.
Why'd you spray paint the building? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that what the new paint's all about? And she's like, yeah. Why'd you do that? It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys did it, didn't you? You guys did
You
it.
can tell me.
And it's like,
It's cool.
no,
I'm the cool
I didn't
one.
fucking do shit. And that went down. Yeah, I got blamed for that shit. Still get blamed for that shit.
Good times.
It's ridiculous.
You know, I was hanging out with Talia, and she was like, hey, will you come to church with me? No. Please, I really need you to. Why? Well, they want me to step down as a Sunday school teacher. What? Why?
Good.
Well, yeah, but she was like, I was like, why? She's like, because I'm hanging out with you. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She was like, yeah, Miss Smith came up to me and she's like, I heard you were hanging out with Nathan, and I really think you should step down as a Sunday school teacher because you're hanging out with him. And I was like, what? Why? Nathan never tries to get me to do anything or tells me not to go to church. And Miss Smith's like, oh, yeah, I love Nathan. I think he's so funny. It's just that he's openly against the church. And little kids look up to you, so if you're going to be associated with him, you can't be a Sunday school teacher. So Talia was trying to get me to go to church to convince them. I don't know the reason, but she wanted me to go to church with her.
So insane.
I believe that story, but I believe that that's bullshit, what Miss Smith said.
What?
That, I believe that she didn't want Talia there because of you, but I don't believe...
That she said that to her openly?
No, I believe she said it, but I don't believe that she...
Oh, I love Nathan?
Yeah.
Miss Smith loves me.
Because they got family members that are against the church.
Miss Smith loves me, though.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah, yeah,
When
she
I
loves- she does
when I
love you.
left Fairhaven, Miss Smith had a picture of him in her desk,
Really?
like taped on it.
Really?
Yeah, right. Like it was one picture, and it was you, and like family members.
Aw.
Yep.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it really was.
There's probably still a picture of you.
Yeah, there probably still is.
No, just me.
No,
Yeah,
there's
be-
on
Nah,
Mr.
nah.
Behind
Smith's
Mr. Smith.
yeah, on Mr. Smith's desk. There's a really
Oh.
good picture of them at a concert. I just happen to be in the background
Oh.
with
Staring
my
at it.
fucking eyes all fucked up and closed and swollen.
I gotta say. I don't know why I made you sound like that.
So there's
third day.
What were you, drunk?
I don't know. No, I gotten an allergic reaction to latex,
Oh.
and it swelled my eyes shut. And then the doctor prescribed the wrong medicine for it, and it made it worse.
Is this their day? I can't tell. All Christian bands sound the same.
Well, it wasn't Toby Mac. I can tell you that much.
Oh, Smith still has a photo of me.
That's true. Well, this was like 4 years back.
Oh.
But in
she
all-
probably doesn't anymore.
In all honesty, yeah.
Since she's heard I've been smoking crack and everything.
Fucking
Sure,
tapes it
yeah.
to the end of her fucking jackrabbit.
Yeah, I never got
Let's
any
smile.
crap from any of the teachers. If I got any crap from teachers because I've done something, but whenever I was doing anything bad, like I remember when I
Don't end up
no,
like your brother.
yeah, that's what
Wow.
Miss Baldwin said that to me. I got caught. You know, this was the suspension I got. I got
It's only mean to Miss Baldwin one time, and I regret it so much.
yeah, but
Miss Baldwin is a nice lady, but
She
a
was
terrible, a
extremely
terrible
nice.
educator.
yeah, wasn't good at teaching at all. But she was my teacher
honest,
for
yeah.
teacher for like a year and a half. I'm a terrible teacher, but no, I got caught. You know, no, she knew I was getting
What does the
scorned.
score
by
key
her.
say?
Yeah. Got a suspension a whole day. Went to Chinese with my mother and sister that day. It was a good day. And
Score.
yeah,
Went
yeah.
to Chinese.
Fucking showed
But
the system.
I was up at her desk and she was giving me a talk for her, and then she puts down the page she was looking at, and then she looks up at me and is like, "Don't be like your brother, Joe. You're so much better than him." I'm like, "Dude," and I sat there not knowing that all this stuff went down with him, and now that I'm hearing it, like I already knew that they have
It
problems
makes
with him.
sense.
Now it's like, oh, okay, it's like it's coming in. It's all coming together now.
I never did anything crooked to Miss Baldwin except for dress up like a black guy.
Well, she did hear that you had a Nazi flag on your MySpace, and that you were a white supremacist, and a white nationalist, and she had a black husband and black children, and so that's probably why she didn't like you so much.
Well,
It's only that one thing that
Josh-
was always so nice.
Josh Roberts used to have this thing where he'd go, "Oh, that's racist,"
Yeah.
and he'd say it all the time.
Yeah.
It was annoying.
Yeah.
And she went off on him. And I was like, "Yes, Josh, I'm a racist. That's why I have 2 black kids, and my husband was black, because I'm a racist."
Go cover.
I remember.
He stopped.
I remember.
funny.
I remember when I was in
I was
school.
gonna hang him.
Yeah, I said that Devin was like, "Hey, don't it look really good?" I'm like, "You'd look better hanging from a tree."
Whoa!
And I would say really crooked racist things like that all the time. And I started calling Amy Jew, and I was like, "Shut your Jew mouth," and
That
stuff
became
like
a big
that.
problem.
That became a big
Because
thing.
that started in youth group because we would openly call her a Jew.
Yeah. I started doing it in school, and they're like, "Well, Nathan's not getting in trouble. I guess we can do it." So everyone in the whole school started doing it, and I was like, "Well, I'm not doing this anymore." 'Cause now it's fucked up.
We were doing it out of fun.
Yes, to this day they still call her Jew.
Good.
I saw
That is
comments,
really, really good.
I saw comments on Facebook.
Because
and,
she is nothing more than just a Jew.
well,
Same thing with they called People's Bill.
Yes, I started calling Jules Bill. I was like, "So what's your name?" Joseph. You can call me Joey. I'm like, "Can I call you Bill?" No, you can't. I'm gonna call you Bill. And his mom, for his birthday, wrote Bill on his birthday cake.
Got busted for child pornography.
Yes, he is a sex offender.
It's a shame. Did they ever find out what it was?
No, I hope it was like a 17-year-old who was his girlfriend or something.
He was kind of always. We hung out with him.
He was older than just like 2 or 3 years older than her, and he had a huge crush on her. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, but it's when you're a kid and you're hitting your home.
Little sister.
Tiny little thing?
Yeah. Now she has a kid and like a bunch of tattoos and shit.
Gross. Yeah, he was always socially awkward, I want to say.
Yeah, he was kind of a whiny faggot. Like, I knocked him down in football once, and he started crying and cursing. And I was like, "Oh, alright, I don't like this guy." And one time I beat him in Halo, and he, threw a temper tantrum.
You don't beat him in video games. We learned that. That's kind of was his, life.
I remember he wanted to play me in Halo. He's like, "I want to see how good you are, coach." And he destroyed me.
There's no denying that he was a great gamer, because that's what he did when he was at home.
Yeah. Mike Smith would talk so much shit about his students, too.
Really would.
I remember once I was in the back of his I don't remember what he was driving, but back of his vehicle, and Mike Messer and him were talking about Bill, and they're like, yeah, he thinks he's hard like his dad, but he's just a whiny faggot. I was like, okay, all right. I wonder what they say about me.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder. You know, there's so many rumors and crap spread, probably about you guys.
You should probably delete all this stuff about the church.
Nah,
Just
fuck that.
Just saying.
I'll think about it.
Might as well put it out there.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
Tell the story where it was confirmed that I was the smartest person that ever went to that school.
Oh, God. Well, it's just, I was going out to a job, well, it wasn't a job interview. I was going to put another application into a glass place I was applying for, and I was talking to Timmy Thurston. I haven't seen Timmy Thurston probably for a year or two. And I was just talking to him, and, you know, I don't know how it came around to you, but I said at first, like, you know, Nathan Ellis was the smartest person to probably ever go to ZCA, and he
Boom.
completely agreed with me. And
That's
then
dozens of people.
it's true.
Dozens.
But then I told him that you were
I think.
that,
All over the course of...
Yeah.
Timmy Thurston didn't know every student that went to ZCA.
No, he did.
He knew quite a few. He was there like
His whole
Yeah.
life.
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
About half.
And then I told him that you were doing a lot of drugs and stuff, and he was like, "Oh my God,
What the fuck?
Why would
Oh
you
my
say
God.
that?
What the fuck?
Because I was talking."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's just drop all of Nathan's business.
You know,
'cause-
fucking on the real though, he's pretty much a
Yeah.
crack addict.
yeah, he's pretty much addicted to drugs.
And
What
then-
did you say? Tell
Like
me
I,
details.
Like I told him that you were dealing drugs at the ZCA, and he was like, "Oh no!" And then like I don't know how to explain his reaction, but he's like, "Oh no."
I can't tell if you're.
Oh,
I can't
no.
tell if you're fucking trolling right now.
No,
If
I'm
you're-
saying- no, because I was just telling him that you know that you started dealing drugs.
I have never
ZCA.
dealt drugs.
That's what I heard. That's probably
You hang out
that
with
was
me
probably-
all the
that was
time.
probably going around ZCA because that's what I was hearing. So whatever.
So you're like, yeah, you know what? Nathan comes over to the house all the time, and every time he does, he asks me if I want some coke.
No, that you were dealing drugs in ZCA is what I told him.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the
starts, yo.
Oh my fucking god! Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You told based on nothing. Based on nothing.
Not really.
Not really. Just what other people had told you that I was dealing drugs in ZCA, and
It
you're like,
had to-
oh yeah, that's totally true. And they're gonna take your word for it because
have
I
been-
hang out with your brother all the time.
What do I have to fucking do with you dealing drugs and lending legitimacy
Not
to
that.
it?
Legitimacy, because he knows me better than those people, and he knows me up to this day, and he sees me all the time because I hang out with you. Not because I knew. I'm not saying because I knew you, I dealt drugs at the school.
Okay.
I'm saying that he would know because I see him all the time. What the fuck, Joe?
All I know is I heard it from one of you guys, probably one of you guys were drunk, and it just slipped out one time because I remember hearing it from one of you because it couldn't have been from anybody else.
Would have been for me.
So as it
'Cause you
turns
don't
out,
deal drugs.
all of these rumors were probably started by Joe.
No, I just told him what I.
Curses behind the building after school, breaking up, listening to Godsmack, dealing drugs.
Yeah, and then when you left the school, you moved the business to me, and I started dealing drugs. I was hanging out with those druggy kids all the time. They were my underlings.
No,
For everything they sold, I got 60%.
no. Pretty much, I just told him that from what I heard, you were dealing drugs in ZCA, which I don't know is true or not.
The summer shandy.
What else did you tell him?
That you were currently doing drugs.
I talked to Joshua Roberts one time.
We're not done with Joe yet.
Okay,
What else did you tell
I
him?
told him that you were currently doing drugs.
When was this?
Lemonly delicious.
Probably, I don't know, like a month.
A month ago.
Yeah, when he was driving me to the place out in
fair
Tampa.
I wasn't even doing drugs then.
It's fresh.
Other than,
Wow,
heroin,
this is fucking
but whatever.
fresh.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
Wasn't
Doesn't
long ago.
count.
Yeah, heroin doesn't count. It's medicinal.
Yeah.
I take it to calm down.
And that you had a lot of
the fuck
Throwing
is
your
your
shit
fucking
out there.
problem, bro?
Fucking throwing it out there.
You got. Can't you?
Josiah, apparently, there's a lesson that you need to learn. And it's called shut the fuck up.
Fuck it. Especially about other people's shit.
You really have no business putting people's other stuff, like other people's stuff out there like that. That's not okay. And I understand where you're coming from. You know, your friend asked you about another friend, and you were lending like real concern to your friend's situation, which you thought you knew about. But for fuck's sake, you don't go, yeah, fucking Nathan's with me and he's fucking mainlining heroin.
Well, I didn't say it like that. I just
He's
said
pretty much selling drugs to everybody in the school, has been for fucking years.
I didn't say he was
He's gonna die
currently.
soon.
I didn't say currently. I just said I heard when he was going there that he was dealing drugs.
And what?
And then-
who do you think?
Like I said, I heard it from one of you two. 'Cause that was the only time I
That's
would say.
bullshit.
What the fuck do you think would have? Where was your mind?
It had to have been.
Hey, this can only end up,
Where is
and
my mind?
this can only end up well. Let me tell Timmy Thurston all this shit. Oh, fucking fuck!
Well,
Holy shit. Theremins are expensive.
No wonder why Amy Jones deleted me off Facebook.
Amy Jones. Oh,
Amy Jones.
Because you,
not Amy
because you hit her in the face.
No, I didn't hit her in the
You
face.
hit her in the face.
I missed her hand when
And
we
hit
were.
her in the face.
Oh, I remember that.
I missed her hand. I missed her hand.
right. You
I
missed her hand.
I missed her hand when we were going for a high five
I've missed a lot of hands.
at the gas station, and I bumped her fucking forehead like
no,
this.
not a bump hit.
It was,
Assault!
Why you hit me so hard, Nathan? I really hope you didn't hit her that hard.
well, anyway,
Jeez.
I bumped. Dobbs is fucking faking, but I bumped her in the forehead. I
Be able to work tomorrow.
bumped her in the forehead, and she was like, "Oh, thanks." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at high fives, apparently." And then we left. But now I know why, Joe, because it was about a month ago. Amy Jones deleted me off Facebook.
Push comes to shove.
Yeah, when push comes to shove, you'll drop every secret everyone has ever told you, or anything that you've ever heard about that person ever.
Yeah, not even fucking secrets. Just
Now,
like,
yeah, it's not like I confided in him and was like,
oh, here's some fucking shit I heard about this person.
yeah,
I'm
man.
telling them.
And it's not, and it's, and
Getting
that,
rough my gruff.
and like you're a fucking source too, because they know that I hang out at your house and that I hang out with you and that I hang out with Dobbs. That's fucked up, Joe.
So it's totally legitimized. It's
Well.
rough. It's really rough.
You get talking to people you haven't seen in 2 years.
need to learn
Yeah,
one
you just
day.
drop everything you've ever heard about anyone you've ever known mutually. What was I supposed to do? Not tell them all the fucking rumors I heard about everyone? You're just supposed to be like, oh, how are you? Oh, that's nice. I'm doing well, too. Well, see you later.
Okay.
Oh, you don't think you're in the wrong, do you?
You were
I-
stuck in a car for upwards of an hour.
You just get to talking, and, you know.
The end of the conversation went like, you know, I do worry about my friends, and
Who was
mostly
saying this?
me. I worry about
Okay,
the people that I'm with, and I was telling them, you know, I try to be the one that doesn't drink.
What'd you say
do the
about me?
I didn't say anything about you. He didn't ask about you.
Oh, well, he doesn't give a shit about you.
That's
but-
right.
True, but I was
Kinda
telling
more
him
like
that
he
I was the
Probably
one.
already knows because
like,
you work with his dad.
Yeah. You know, I was telling him that I try not to drink by him or do drugs by him. I try
Yeah,
to
because
just
we're always pushing you to do drugs.
no.
What? What?
Well, I mean, there has been times you brought up in conversation.
I'll cut that out.
When have I ever pressured Joe to do drugs?
Yeah, pushed him
When?
to drink a little alcohol once or twice.
Yeah, he's fucking 19 and he's never had a sip of alcohol.
Well,
Well, 17.
No, you weren't. He was the one that fucking, when you were 17, that gave you Jaeger and you fucking drank it and it tastes bad.
It did taste bad.
tastes so good.
So gross.
It was
But the conversation ended as me saying that I have general concerns about my friends and I try not to
Well,
drink.
after I told you about all that random shit that may or may not be true, like he's a drug dealer and he's hooked on heroin and
his mind's just slowly falling apart. Pretty worried about the guy. Just want to let you know, like, it upsets me every now and again about how bad my friend's doing. Because I look at him, I want to think he's doing well, but he's not doing well. He's doing really bad. Real bad. I don't want him to do bad, I want him to do good.
What was Timmy's reaction to what you had to say?
Well, I'm getting married, so
That's true. He was getting in depth.
I
about
scored
it.
a hottie.
She hot?
I have no idea.
I haven't
She hot,
seen
Joe?
her. I haven't seen her.
I met her
People
in person
from the
one
church
time.
don't affiliate with me anymore.
Don't worry about
How
it.
don't you remember?
Work with her dad.
Well, how don't you remember? That
I don't
if she's
remember because she's young.
hot? Okay. You just developed that disorder that Oliver Sacks has, where you can't really see the face of underage girls. All right.
Yeah. Let's just put it that
You
way.
see the perfect body?
Nope. Nope.
It's
Don't
just one
see.
giant blur of colors.
Don't see anything.
It's fucked up, Joe.
Yeah.
That is pretty fucked
I
up.
thought
Like,
we were homies.
but he doesn't know.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, he should know, but
how should he know though?
it's just
He's so inexperienced, like socially, especially when it comes to like things like that. Like he has no fucking idea, like when to keep his mouth shut and all that. I think this is a good lesson.
at my expense. Yes, that's a good
At
lesson.
your expense, indeed. But like, it's a good lesson to where like he needs to learn to shut the fuck up and not just fucking tell people other people's business.
Why is my mic so much quieter than the rest of the mics?
You talk a lot louder.
Oh well,
You do talk a lot louder.
my voice carries.
Yeah.
It does.
See, it's pretty good what you're doing.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's pretty loud.
But now you know that it's not okay for you to put other people's business out there because maybe it's not true.
Fair enough, but though, like I wouldn't tell it to like random guys.
You did
Timmy's a
tell it
fucking
to a
pretty
random
random
guy.
guy.
I haven't seen Timmy in like 5 years.
Timmy was a fucking little ass kid
Well, the way
last
I
time
remember,
he saw him.
yeah, the way
Was
I
he 15?
16, 17. I don't know. I just remember always hanging out with Timmy and me and him talking a lot. So I thought
Because you guys were both fat guys,
pretty much.
so you could connect.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I was hungry and some people laughed at me.
You love cheese dip? I love cheese dip.
Fucking queso, bro, right?
Quesorito.
Dude, Velveeta. And fucking, yeah. Put that fucking, the can of vegetables. You know, only half the can, though. I don't want too much vegetables in my cheese, but
Well,
Fucking-
they're mostly tomatoes and onions. But
you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Yeah. Fucking cream cheese and pretzels.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I know it's not cool, but like I said, I'm not telling it.
But
to,
did you know at the time it was not cool?
He knew.
No.
That's your only
You-
saving
You
grace.
fucking knew. But you
Well, I
did it
mean, when I
anyway.
was thinking about it, I
You
mean,
sat down and you knowingly talked shit about somebody
well,
with unfounded factotum.
I don't think
like-
that word means what you think it means, but
Of course it doesn't. It's
we
inconceivable.
need to eradicate the table.
It's fucking inconceivable.
Vocabulary word, Dobbs, which he misused. Anyway,
That was funny as shit.
talking to him.
Good word. Wrong word,
I was so upset.
but still,
I'm like, I
good
can't-
word.
can't
Like
believe
I'm
I'm-
fucking a retarded 8-year-old.
Can't believe I'm having sex
Good
with a
job.
girl who-
Thank you. Good job. I freak yeah.
It was like, I can't believe I'm fucking a girl
more
who,
retarded.
who encourages that sort of behavior.
I was upset you were fucking a girl that thought I was that stupid. I knew I said the wrong word. Everybody around me knew I said the wrong word. She's the one that brought it up.
Eradicate.
Just fucking eradicate this table right now.
If you're not playing cards, eradicate away from the table.
Good word, Dobbs. Baby, you know, speak when spoken to.
Thank you.
So sad.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate the fact that everybody else there that knows me knows that I'm retarded.
Just let it go.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say
Yeah, all right.
anything.
All right.
I was,
leave the table.
I was more trying to prove her wrong and validating you. But, you know, the main point is that Joe's a piece
Good
of shit
word,
that can't be
drop
trusted.
out. Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Now I'm afraid of like all the you know. Well, but this isn't new behavior. Take all the bullshit he spread about me over the years.
That's true, but he was like 11.
didn't learn from it though.
That's
He
true.
knew it was a lie then when he was telling it. He knew that he was telling only his side of the bullshit ass story, not
Joe,
the
you're
truth.
a fibber. You exaggerate stories to exacerbate situations.
I only very recently learned about all
You
the
fucking
crap that-
jazzercise situations.
I only very recently learned about the crap that he had to go through because I was saying it when I was young.
I told you that like 6 years ago.
No.
4 years ago.
No.
3 years ago?
Not even, no. It was
No.
recent.
It was not recent.
Totally
I told you
recent.
that a long ass time. I told you that when you were still in school hanging out with fucking the whites. And it's like, do you realize that those motherfuckers come to me all the time like, you broke his fucking arm on purpose? You're a pile of shit!
You were fucking the whites?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a good episode.
Listening to this shit. But now do you see the error of your ways?
Well, at the time...
Now that they are almost a
Look,
decade
well-
old in the beginning of them?
Hey, Joe, you remember earlier when I said that you were truly your brother's keeper and the finder of lost children? Well, I take it back. You're not.
Fair enough.
that
Whatever. I besmirched your name already besmirched in the school, so... My bad. I am
Besmirched because you besmirched...
God damn it, Dobbs!
Because you besmirched my
Dobbs
name.
just spilt a fucking beer all over my fucking feet. I'm
Dude,
wearing,
just talk.
I'm wearing fucking sandals.
besmirched
This is bullshit.
his name.
I'm gonna get pulled over by a fucking police officer and he's gonna smell alcohol.
You besmirched his name by besmirching my name, making me out to be the fucking bad guy, and anybody that hung out with me instantly became another bad guy.
Although, yeah, give him some more socks so he can clean this shit up. Now you have to chug it. Take your hand off of it and chug it.
Alright, now what were you saying about me doing something?
Because you sullied my name.
Okay.
Anybody at that point
Yes.
that hung out with me afterwards
Yes.
was instantly sullied. And then for you to fucking pile on Nathan. Just fucking pile it the fuck on. Making him a drug dealer, a drug addict, and a fucking mental case is just bullshit. And you had no rhyme or reason to say that Nathan's doing good. End of conversation. Oh, how's Nathan doing? He's good. He's doing alright.
Well, in my defense, I
But
did
instead
say
it
he
turns
was
into
going
a
to
fucking-
college, and
And instead it turns
Studying.
into a 25-minute conversation about, well, you remember back when he was in school and dealing drugs to everybody? Well, now he's fucking dipping into his own stash, and he's getting pretty heavy into the heroin, and because he's getting so heavy into the heroin, he's got to fucking go to... Because his mind's depleting, and he's falling apart at the seams and pretty much is schizophrenic, and... You know, I just feel bad for the guy.
But he is in college, so it's all good.
State college, you know, but college nonetheless.
State schools
I
are
didn't say
good.
state college. I did say he was accepted.
Because you don't know the
UFC.
name for it.
UFC.
The
UCF or
Fighting
whatever it is.
Championship.
USF.
Ultimate Fighting College. I'm getting this degree, motherfucker!
Yes, it's 15 men enter a room, and whoever leaves the room gets the credit for the
Have
class.
you guys seen that?
No.
Where they've taken Ultimate Fighting and turned it into groups? Where there'll be like 8 Polish dudes against like 8 German dudes, and then they get in a fucking ring and fight each other, like gang style? Badass.
With weapons?
No, I haven't
No,
seen
no, no.
that.
All hands, you know, MMA rules, but with multiple people in the ring. You've got this team, you've got
I did
that
see
team.
a game where it was UFC and it had 4 people in a ring, and one of them was Bruce Lee. I was like, okay.
It's retarded.
Yeah. I was like, I think Bruce Lee would get stomped in the UFC, but whatever.
Yeah, more than likely. Well, I mean, depends on what era of the UFC. Early UFC, he's taking Hoist Gracie down.
Alright.
That's legit. Hoist Gracie ain't winning.
3 kicks and he's done.
And not even.
Just like in every single movie of his.
Fucking Hoist Gracie takes him down to the ground. What does he do? Fucking Uma Thurman style, 1-inch punch to the fucking face. Game over! BAM! Ah!
Did you know that Bruce Lee actually studied with the historic Pai Mei?
Yeah,
Pai Mei is based on a real person
Yep.
with whom Bruce Lee studied.
that's right.
So Joe, I mean, you're just a bad person. That's all.
Fair enough.
But you understand why you're a bad person, right?
Fair enough.
This is a no. Don't shut us out. Don't ignore us.
No, I am.
No. You're just getting butt hurt because we're calling you out for your bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah. You already explained your...
I guess at this point we are kind of giving him a hard time.
Point's been made.
I mean, at this point, why does it fucking matter anyways? Why do we care so much?
Because I still want to marry
Why
Alexa Smith.
Did they... Why did they have such an impact?
Everybody gave you a double take.
What? Really?
I just gave him a nod of agreement.
Oh, you did?
Mike
Oh,
Smith.
that'd be the ultimate payback.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, we couldn't make it last Sunday because I was butt fucking your daughter. It was nice.
When I was younger, Mike Smith encouraged me to flirt with Alexis, and he was like, "You know, Alexis, he'd be a great husband. I think you should really think about it."
Because she's into black guys.
Is she into black guys?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well,
That's the shit you don't talk about.
Go for the camera.
Anyway, I should message Timmy Thurston on Facebook. Hey, you know, I'm really concerned, but Joe has turned to a homosexual lifestyle. And he's just
compulsive liar.
Just turn it on to him. Just be like,
he's just
You
all
know,
he's
Joe-
just all potted up on weed. And
Joe told me that, like, man, you were eating too much and you were really getting into the pornograph and, like,
pornography.
I can't see you being that way. I just want you to lead a good life, Tim.
Good
I want
Christian
you and your
life.
wife to get off to a good start. Start on the good foot. I want you to quit what you're doing. Joe told me all this. I want you to quit what you're doing.
I just want to reiterate.
Joe
Joe,
let me know that you were going through a really hard time.
because Joe is such a great friend. I just want you to.
Joe is a really good friend, and Joe told me, like, you were going through a really hard time, and Joe told me that part of this hard time was that you and Joe were really into this, and Joe said that he tried to stop you, but you couldn't stop, and after that, Joe was like, just fucking flip the ship.
But yeah, so Talia wanted me to go to church with her, and
Well, I forgot all about that.
and so I went with her, and
And that was a weird thing, because I hadn't been back to church in a very long time. I quit going. And it was because you guys pressuring me about Josh Poston that was the only reason I went back to church. And that was the night that he gave his testimony. And it totally vindicated me. Everything I had been saying.